and we're going to have a bit of change of staff this time. Despite the fact I've mentioned it twice already. And I will be playing Moonbeams of the One. Because it is amusing.
Yes.
And this time, I'll be friend computer.
Dun. Something like that.
You're gonna see some revenge handed out.
Quite probably. Motion, what's your character name again, sorry?
My character name is VisR81.
8. So what's your section?
88.
Ah.
Here, I just
That's right. Now I've got it. Sorry.
Just for the sake of your inability to spell.
Real short, if you'll go ahead and introduce your character.
Yeah, I am now Fuzzy R Hat 1.
Racer, shoot him.
Pew pew pew.
I'm sorry, but that'll have to wait for the mission. So, how about we start now?
I suppose we might as well.
I'm not going to run through all of the through this separately for all of you, so I'll just briefly describe the basics of what's going on. A green IntSec trooper busts down your door, storms into your room, and demands that you follow him.
I'd be sure to pick up all my equipment and follow him post-haste. He is a high clearance system and must be followed at all times.
Excellent plan.
Yep, indeed it is. I stuff everything I can into my 2 pockets. Then I follow him exactly 1.5 paces behind, measuring it with my plastic cord as necessary.
Right.
So, Real Shard, do you have any plans?
Well, I can be slightly less organized and just pick up my stuff and follow him.
All right. You finally reach the briefing room, and as you walk in, you see it.
What did Etazar do?
I'm sorry, what? I couldn't hear you.
What did Dizar do?
Vis,
Dizar.
Yeah.
Yep. It's R2 president.
I assumed he was also following because he said that was a great idea.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Although with significantly less OCD.
Well, it's just planning and forethought.
Indeed.
Well, anyway, you walk into the briefing room to find a yellow citizen shuffling papers. Hello, everyone, and welcome to your first briefing. I am Henry YYYY2, and I hope you are as pleased to serve friend computer as I am.
Hail the computer.
Hail computer.
Hello, friend.
Hail friend computer. I have been told to demonstrate the effectiveness of the radio transmitter, so I will now distribute the last transmissions of the last troubleshooters who last attempted this mission. He scrambles to the computer and or the terminal and quickly punches a few keys. You receive your recordings. You can play them now.
Yes, if it lets me.
Which apparently it won't play on mine. Let me try a different program.
Mine did.
Yeah, we'll just cut this section out.
Ready to start the mission? Made all our preparations. Everything is going according to plan, and we're ready to. Oh no! It's heading this way. I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Right. Okay. It played. Unfortunately, it played at such an ear-bleedingly loud volume I couldn't hear the rest of you.
Yeah.
Well, I heard mine, but
I'm not having quite as much luck, unfortunately.
Did you say something, Real Shard? You're really gonna have to turn up your mic.
How about now? I've moved it slightly.
Okay, that's much better. I couldn't hear you over everyone else.
Okay. Yeah, I might need to resend it. But let me just try one thing.
Did it not play?
No, but I'm just trying something.
Don't worry, it's exactly what you think you heard if it did play.
Let's do it. Music program. Yeah. Is it working again?
These long silences are not the same without Shadowhawk's random, tuneless interceptions.
I could do that if you wanted, but I'm not the happiness officer yet. I'm not in charge of loyalty songs.
Well, they're not so loyal after Google Auto Transcribe gets at them.
True.
So, once everyone's listened to the file, let me know and I'll pick back up.
I have listened to it.
It's so high.
I'm just gonna check.
Waiting for me again.
Is it the same recording from us all, or is it a different one?
Yes.
Yes, to which one?
Well, I can't tell you. That'd be out of character knowledge. You'll have to ask each other.
Hold on, but are we in the same room listening to the same recording, or are we in separate rooms?
Oh, of course you're in the same room.
Then shouldn't we have heard the whole thing? Sorry, if we're in the same room, then
Well,
we...
you know, it isn't very loud. You had to sort of hold it up to your ear to hear it, so you could feasibly listen to it without other people catching on immediately.
Okay, fair enough.
And everyone would be busy listening to their own recording anyway, so you know.
Okay.
Yeah, can you resend it?
Did you unencrypt it?
No, because I can't get it to be read by anything.
Let me just send the file. Completely unencrypted and everything.
Once I've listened to the recording, I begin measuring out distances with a plastic-cord. I've got to make my plans, and I need to know exact distances in order to work things out.
Yes,
You don't worry. You'll immediately start doing that after we get all this sorted out. I was hoping we could just cut out.
I know.
all
It's
the-
just my character's taking effect. I must know the distances between things so I can appropriately plan. You don't have to tell me what they are. This is just what my character's doing.
What are you
During
planning
downtime.
for?
yeah. Well, I'm just gonna
Planning for
stare.
anything.
I'm just gonna stare at Moonbeam and say, "What the spoon are you doing?"
Preparedness, citizen, is every citizen's duty. Is it not written in the great book of Friend Computer that we must do this?
I don't know. I'm not cleared to read it.
Well, if we're not prepared, surely the commies will come and kill us all. I'd rather be prepared so I can deal with them myself. And this involves knowing the exact plan of escape and plan of attack. I mean, look at that corner up there. A commie could shift that panel away and shoot us right now. What would you do?
Throw water
Wilshire,
at him.
did you ever play the file?
Sorry?
Wilshire, did you play the file?
Because I'm not using my normal computer. What program would be able to read it? Because I haven't got my
Any-
normal programs.
Any
Yeah.
audio program? Do you have like something like VLC or
Media
whatever
Player
the-
Classic, something like that.
Media Player Classic?
I don't
Any
know, 'cause-
audio program, pretty much. You know, except probably like the default Windows Media Player. That probably wouldn't play it because Windows Media Player is generally awful. But you could try.
Alright, I got
can't
one other program to try. You guys said
can't
I'm using a laptop at the moment, which I don't normally use, and so I've got to leave my proper stuff on.
Right. In the meantime, I keep discussing my plans at length with MSR about what would happen if the commies lay behind each panel and how I would react to it.
And my reaction every time is to throw water at them. Clearly, commies are evil witches of the West, and they would melt if you threw water at them.
West witches? What? What are you talking about, citizen?
It's a designation of transbot.
I immediately pointed at him and shouted at Henry, why? He's talking about witches!
He turns around and says, "I'm sorry, but we're cutting this section out."
Nevertheless, I want it on record that I've said that off screen, and I'm now pointing at him, also gesturing furiously to the green current citizens who, in their infinite wisdom, will shoot him.
But I explained that it's just a designation of transbot.
Hey, can you send me the file in text? Because
That's why there's
nothing
so
on this
few of them
computer is
around,
gonna
and this is
read
not
it.
a good sign.
Can I just send it to you as an MP3?
Yeah, sure, that would work.
Okay.
Well,
So pretty much
at
all.
the least, off screen. Is this still recording technically?
Technically, yes.
Well, we'll have this as a spare bit at the end then, because I need to.
Sure.
ACD, I've got a kill on you, but unfortunately nobody will ever know about it.
I guess
I
the
said
dog.
it was a
Yes, but that's-
model of transbot, and that's why there's few of them around.
Everybody, and I'm about to tie you up with a plastic cord, which I do have out. Anyway,
But said I'm using the laptop, and the only programs I have are iTunes, Windows Media Player. I don't know, Windows.
iTunes should
It's
play it.
terrible. Yeah, I tried iTunes, but I'll just give it one more quick try. But I'm pretty sure it didn't run.
Well, anyway, there's the.
you'll have to update your codecs.
Dear infrared citizens, we apologize for the inconvenience.
As I say, we're cutting this out and separating it anyway, but
Yeah.
Bonus happiness pills will be provided for your enjoyment.
We could put the
Yay! And now for no.
And then you will be shot for treasonously taking a pill you're not cleared for.
Oh no, some of them they're clear for.
Let me listen really quick and make sure the file I sent him didn't mess up during.
Yeah, no worries. Where's that thing?
Alright, I'm gonna ask you this. What should have said? Or what should have played?
Now, I hope you're not looking through treasonous material there.
I'm sorry. What did you say? Real short. I was busy listening to the file.
Alright, I was making sure that I heard the right stuff. I sent you a message.
Oh, like I said earlier, don't worry, you heard it right.
So after all this,
Yeah, it literally didn't make any noise at all.
No, it made noise.
Yeah, that time it worked, at least.
hold on. Have we just been doing this because he didn't understand that the message he got was random?
No, trust me. Trust me, it didn't
It
actually
didn't.
play anything around it.
Yeah.
And iTunes wouldn't even pick it up.
iTunes rarely picks anything up.
Yeah, and all the other programs wouldn't read it.
It's an Apple product.
Anyway.
It's extremely fussy. It's not stylistically
Anyway,
appealing enough, therefore I will no longer play it.
Anyway, back to the mission.
Huzzah.
If you have any questions, please contact us on this special radio transmitter. Hand over the transmitter. He looks around sheepishly, then realizes what he did was wrong, and hands over the transmitter. I hope you are as pleased to serve friend computer as I am. Have a nice day! He begins trying to shove you out of the door.
I look at my transmitter. As I'm not surprised that the higher clearance system has better things to do.
So,
Hey,
you just
this just looks like the transmitter on the 90527/B.
Ah, indeed. Okay. Since you know about it, I will. Oh well, I just look for the label. Not quite trust.
he's still trying to push you out the door. Are you going to move?
No, I move ahead of him. If he's trying to push me out, I run in front to make sure I get out before he has to push me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna move out before he gets aggressive.
As you move away, he accidentally trips and falls flat on his face.
I tried
The,
to sniffle a snigger.
The green insect guards in the
Damn,
back
Mocha higher
also.
clearance system.
eh.
Hearing him snicker, I turn around immediately and have pointy finger. You damn Mocha higher clearance citizen!
It wasn't me. I point at Fuzzy Hat.
Luckily, the green clearance insect guards aren't paying much attention because they are also snickering.
Well, I say nothing about it to them. I just point at MSR. Then I begrudgingly walk away out the door.
Okay. I shall follow out the door.
I'm gonna follow out and take the middle position.
Oh, coming between the two of us does not sound like a good idea there, Fuzzy.
Not at the moment, no.
Wait, I forgot one thing. He runs up to you and quickly hands you a slip of paper.
Presumably he was at the back, so...
So,
What colour ink is it written in?
black.
Oh.
No, scribbled on the back of the slip of paper that he handed is the message, water is blue. So, I assume you'll be on your way now?
Well, first of all, I examine the card that the high clearance citizen has deemed it worthy to give to me. Upon reading it thoroughly, I move on.
So, you're holding the pass, right?
Oh, is there only one?
Yes.
Oh,
Then in which case it wouldn't be me. Yeah, I was at the front leaving, so...
So, who was in back? I believe that was,
Vissa.
yes.
That was me.
So,
I should just flash shooting myself so I don't remember what it said.
I'm gonna ask Vissa to show me it, so I can read what's on it.
I'm just going to toss the piece of paper at him.
I'm gonna catch a piece of paper and read over the details.
the yellow clearance citizen begins tapping his foot nervously. Aren't you done reading yet? Go ahead and leave.
I have left.
I'm gonna.
I'm just going to leave Fuzzy there and wander off after Moonbeams.
I'm gonna run up behind you and then casually pass you back the pass.
So you're all leaving now, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
It seems to become somewhat of a race, but we are leaving.
Well, it's a race, I won it.
It
But
depends.
of course, that's no surprise.
No, because we've not reached the
It's all that
destination
careful
yet.
measuring you did.
Indeed it is.
Okay.
Careful planning saves the day again.
So where exactly
As
are
you
we
all walk
going?
into the hallway, you hear Henry Y2 say something. By the way, I ordered you a ride to the GAN sector. Before you can say anything, he slams the door in your face and you hear it lock.
Well, I suppose we must take the higher citizens' advice and head to the GAN sector.
Ah, but
Suddenly, you all receive messages on your PDC.
Okay, read it.
I'm going to randomly jab at my PDC. Why is this not working? What is the message?
Claiming equipment doesn't work. I text friend computer at the next available opportunity saying that he's moaned at his equipment.
You hear someone's PDC ring a second time. Oops. Bleh.
Yes.
Crap. I don't know how I did this, but I screwed up the pasting bad. I accidentally
It's fine.
gave
I only
people wrong
caught really the
missions.
name. I only really caught the society. I didn't catch any of the missions, so
I was too busy writing notes to even realise you said so.
Okay,
But I now know somebody's of that society now.
maybe not. It all depends.
I know a musical
Oh,
instrument.
actually, no.
Do,
As you're all checking your messages, a black limousine speeds down the hallway, dodging infrared citizens.
I've been expecting this. I move casually to the side.
It comes to a stop directly in front of Abyss R8 and Fuzzy R Hat. Let me see.
Well, of course,
yes,
it's
the driver.
so.
I guess I knew
steps-
just by standing here I'd be able to stop him.
The driver steps out. He looks like a clone with a fishbowl for a head. The clone opens the passenger door, looks at you, and motions to step into the car.
Mutant! I pull out my sword and immediately attack him.
Are you sure you want to? He's blue clearance.
He's a mutant. They must be killed at all times. I attack him.
With what?
I've got a sword. Which
I'm
is
just-
fine.
I'm just gonna stand there and watch this.
I did shout
So-
mutant.
So you're attacking him with your sword.
Yep, aiming for the fishbowl and then proceeding to do it in a bit for the twirling motion, hopefully tripping him afterwards and slicing him a second time.
I stare at him very intently, trying to melt him.
As you charge at him with your sword, he pulls out a laser rifle and shoots you.
I did my
Got
duty. I'm dead, am I?
Yes.
Well, I did my duty. Unlike certain other troubleshooters I note.
I tried to melt him with my eyes.
Well, you said you were melting me.
Oh,
That's the impression I got, but sure. In any case. Clone 2 then.
The clone with a fishbowl for a head tilts his head oddly at Fuzzy R Hat.
I go return to looking normal.
Suddenly, more clones with fishbowls for heads step out of the vehicle. These are red clearance. They pull out their laser rifles and point them at you, and then the driver the driver motions even more urgently for you to step into the vehicle.
I will do so.
Yeah. I could do so, but I'm gonna position myself near the door.
Well, I'll be near the door on the other side, assumedly has at least 2, if not 4 doors.
The vehicle spins around and takes off. You can see him approaching a window. It's getting closer and closer and closer. He just busted through the window and he's flying into the street.
Alright. I'm gonna stand up and stick my hand through the I forgot what it's called.
I'm sorry, citizen, what is an
Well, an R is a castle somewhere. Which is a legendary black beast of I don't know what it is in this context.
So, is there anything you'd like to do while you're inside the limousine? It's rather nice. It has leather seats, and there's a place to.
And it
put out
goes
your
to my
cigarettes
first
out,
clone.
ashtray on. And but I will have to warn you, the red clearance clones climbed in behind you. So
I haunt
Okay.
them if I can.
I'm going to stare closely at those fish balls and say, is that water?
I'm gonna twiddle my safety pin around in my hand, trying to keep myself relaxed, so if you crash, it doesn't hurt as much.
as you I'm sorry, what did you say you were doing, Yoshai?
Oh, pretty pointless. I was just getting out my safety pin and spinning it around in my hand, so to calm myself down so it didn't hurt as much if we crashed.
Well, after a long and awkward silence, you eventually pull up to a room. This looks. You can see moonbeams are the ones standing outside the door waiting for you.
Sword drawn, preparing to attack the mutants.
Okay, well, because I'm nearest the door, I guess I'm going to open it.
Does my PDC have any kind of recording device on it?
Yes, I would assume so, but it doesn't have.
I recall them getting out of the car with the auto hack, with the fishbowl head peoples for evidence. And this is going to be emailed as well to FC.
The fishbowl head people don't get out of the car.
Yeah, but I can still
It's
see
just
them.
Oh, okay. Well, and you record that as they all step out of the car, and then the vehicle drives away.
Send.
You're standing outside a unmarked green clearance door.
What? Hold on. It's not grey. What? No! Confused.
None of us is colorblind, mate.
I know. But
At least
can
I
I-
assume not.
Can I look, examine the corridor to see where we actually are standing?
Just standing in a hallway.
Are there any other doors?
The hallway's red clearance. So, will you be going into the room with the green door?
I'm afraid not. I must guard the door against the traitors. Friend Computer has not deemed us worthy to enter this door, so therefore we will not pass.
Okay, well, he's guarding the door, so what do you two want to do?
I am going to look around, trying to spot any passing transbots.
Okay, I am just going to hold a sec.
The suspense.
Send you a message.
Okay.
I'm just, yeah.
Sorry.
I'm just gonna stand there singing random loyalty songs along with.
Well, I was thinking about that. I'm
moonbeams.
actually, what I was looking for earlier was the Glory, Glory, Friend Computer. lyrics.
Glory, friend, computer.
No, it's not that. It's not to that tune anyway, but I suppose there's no reason why it shouldn't be to that tune.
Give me a couple seconds, and I've got to make a roll.
Okay.
You see Fuzzy R Hat trying to nudge a Vis R8 towards the door.
Hey,
Yes,
what
that's
are you
what it
doing,
took
Citizen?
ages to calculate.
Fuzzy
Oh, so-
R Hat. What are you attempting to do? I bring my sword up.
Nothing, I was just stepping backwards and I accidentally nudged a Visar.
I'm going to
Of
stare
course
at
it
him
is.
suspiciously.
Yes. Same here. And then bring out the plastic board and begin measuring things again.
So,
I'm gonna say to wait
You'll-
here a second. I'll walk up the corridor, see if I can see any think that'll tell us where we are?
I don't trust him.
Me either.
I'm going to follow him as he goes off.
Alright, you do that, I'll stay here.
No, I don't trust you either.
So you
Well, I'll
Okay.
tell you
So you
what, you
just
take
wonder-
your sword and chop yourself in half, and then you can do both.
If only, if only.
so you're heading off in a random
Very
direction.
well. I don't trust either of these traitors. So I merely okay, I will follow Fuzzy R Hat for the moment.
It's gonna follow
you're
me,
just,
he's gonna look-
I'm going to stalk him.
Just
I'm
make
gonna
sure
wa-
you're all wandering off in a random direction now, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I
No, I'm waiting outside the green clearance door.
Oh, so you're staying behind.
Yeah.
Okay, well, who's holding on to the transmitter?
If there was only one, probably me.
Hmm. Dang it, this is making things a bit awkward here.
I
Very
just
well.
realized something. Actually, he had to have given out 3 transmitters, so everyone has a transmitter.
Okay. Then in which case I'm not going to worry so much about it, and I'm going to follow Fuzzy R Hat. Or at least stalk him.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna walk up the corridor and see if I can see any numbers or anything, making sure I don't step out of my clearance zone.
Is there any sign above the green clearance door?
It was unmarked, wasn't it?
He said unmarked, but
Oh, okay.
No, but you could always open the door and look inside.
and touch green clearance. Well, not there anymore, but I'm more interested in what Fuzzy R is going to do that's traitorous.
Okay, I'm gonna get bored and wander off after those two at a fast pace so that I catch up. I was pondering doing something else, but unfortunately they'll probably never end up back at the same place.
So,
So you all receive a message on your PDCs. It's Henry YYYY2 calling. What are you all doing? I sent you directly to the room where your mission takes place. Why are you leaving?
I am following a traitor. One of my associates on this mission, Fuzzy R Hat, has left his post. I am stalking him in order to determine what treasonous activity he is up with. I have left a Vizar back at the door in case we get further instructions. I felt it wise to apprehend this traitor before he does anything treasonous that would, destroy the mission.
I'd never do anything treasonous, and I wasn't leaving the area. I was surveying the surrounding area for any commies.
And we were explicitly told to stay at that door? Do any of us really believe that you would just walk off when we were explicitly told to stay there?
You're the
You
one- you
arguing with
follow-
a yellow clearance citizen?
Yeah, sorry for the inconvenience. I'm just gonna head straight back to the
Well,
door.
Well, your post is back inside that door, so go in there.
Very well, sir.
Head straight back.
By the way, I now contact friend computer. Friend computer.
Citizen.
Greetings. We have been given orders by Henry YYYY2 to go through a green clearance door when he is yellow clearance. Clearly then he is a traitor and is therefore ordering us to do treason by going through a higher clearance door than we are and in fact him are allowed to do.
Green computer. One moment as I check the records for your mission. You were clearly given a pass that allows you to go through the green clearance door. Go through the green clearance door now.
Very well,
Okay.
friend computer. I apologize for wasting your time, O benevolent being, Lord God thing.
Just make sure it doesn't happen again.
Indeed.
PDC cuts off.
I walk back then.
Yep, I'm gonna walk back.
Okay.
So-
At this point, I guess I'm halfway along the away towards after them. So,
You make it back first.
yes, I would probably do so. So I'm just gonna
Thank you.
wait there, tapping my foot.
So you're all heading back and going through the green clearance store now.
No, I'm stood outside the green clearance door, tapping my foot, waiting for the other two to arrive.
So we arrive.
What have
Okay,
you
so
two been
you
up
arrive.
Very
to?
well.
I'm suspicious. You took so long.
Well, he was committed. He was off. Well, we managed to stop him doing any kind of treason at the very least. However, I now have suspicions about our briefing officer. Having
Yeah.
ordered us to go through a higher clearance door, even higher than his own clearance level, I suspect this mission could have been compromised by coin-eaten traitors. I mean, he said one of us had a pass, but I haven't seen anything. Have you?
I have no pass, only the paper that I showed to Fuzzy. Wait,
Yeah, and I
does that
passed.
mean Fuzzy's in on it?
Oh, dude. I bring my sword back on him again.
But I passed the
Are you
paper back to you.
I
Surely
remember
you're
no
the one
such
that
thing, citizen.
distributed it.
So you know that you knew the pass existed, yet you didn't take us through the door. Why are you sabotaging the mission?
Surely he knew the pass existed as well, because he read it and then distributed it.
You passed it away. You clearly would have seen its significance had you have read it. I didn't get a chance to read it. Were you trying to hide the information from me?
I'm afraid
I'm
it did
bringing out
not.
my PDC to call internal security.
I'm afraid it said no such thing about being allowed through green clearance doors.
What does it say then?
It says water is blue. Yes.
Hold on. Does this mean we're all treasonous?
Interesting.
Ah! No! I've committed treason! I've committed sins! We must all die! Martyrdom! I begin attacking the other two.
Oh dear.
So what would everyone else like to do?
So he's charging at us, right?
He's charging us with a sword. I'm gonna get my 10-foot pole out and try and slam it to his
Treason!
face.
Where have you been holding your 10-foot pole?
I have been
That's
holding
fair.
it behind me, and they're just
He's
so
been s-
incompetent that they didn't notice I was carrying a treasonous 10-foot pole behind me all the time.
He was,
Bit
it was
proud
just
to also
he was
start.
storing it in Guybrush Threepwood's pants. Alright, I'm going to throw my safety pin to the ground. Just try and, I don't know. Just to try and stop him. Trip him over.
But I'm sorry. What are you doing, Fuzzy Our Hat?
He's throwing his safety pin on the
Let's put
floor.
a safety pin on the ground.
Yeah, sorry if my mic's not very loud. I'll see if I can change that.
As as as
Don't remember.
moonworms are the ones, or moonworms are the two
Yep.
charges at you. He trips up and accidentally cuts himself with his own sword. This R8 struggles to pull a 10-foot pole out from behind his pants, and Fuzzy R Hat tries to pull out a pin and throw it on the floor, but sticks himself in the hand instead and drops it.
So,
Okay.
So I'm just struggling with my pole.
This would be the most ridiculous conflict.
Yes, the
ever.
pole in your pants.
Yes, the 10-foot pole in my pants. Hey, ladies.
His hormone suppressants aren't working either. That's yet more treason. Sure, I have enough now to authorize a termination.
Unfortunately, you just stabbed yourself.
Ah, but he didn't say it was dead yet.
No, he's just bleeding profusely. But you
Yeah,
did
but my
pull
l-
the 10-foot pole out, so.
In fact, how could you put treason on us when you proclaimed yourself a traitor?
Oh no. If you two died, then I never said that. So that's my action here. I'm going for a last-ditch effort, slicing both of their heads off in one clean action if I can get away with it.
That sounds like a long shot.
It's a long shot, so I'm adding 10 perversity points for this.
Hey, that's no fair. That's my job.
Well,
Yeah.
no, I'm spending my
Oh,
own
you mean
perversity
you're
points here.
you're adding 10 perversity points to your
That's exactly what I'm doing.
okay. So that'll have to be for your next roll.
Yeah, I'm sending you a message for when he does that.
So I suppose you'll just keep trying to attack them next turn.
No, I was doing the action I said. I'm going to try and take both their heads off in one shot. In a massive spinning, mundane action. And if I'm lucky, their blood will stain the door red so I can walk through anyway.
But you'll have to do this with your second action, of course, because the first time you did follow.
Well, everybody's made their first action.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just making sure you understand.
Yeah, I'm understanding. I'm just saying.
He's a very understanding kind of guy.
That I am. That's why I'm chopping off both your heads in this action if I can get away with it.
Well, I've decided my action, and guess we're waiting on Fuzzy.
No,
so-
I'm just making the rolls now.
Mhm.
Because, of course, if this doesn't work, I reckon I'm the only one who's got a weapon that can kill anyone.
Who's to beat you to death?
I don't know if we manage to delay
As
you
you-
for long enough. Presumably, you will bleed out.
Possibly. You certainly think so.
The badly
Okay,
stabbed.
as you charge at them with your sword, you make a perfect slice, but you're just a second too slow. Fuzzy R just barely manages to dodge out of the way, and Abyss R pole vaults over you with his 10-foot pole.
Okay. So, considering he's pole vaulted, he's now abandoned his treasonous equipment, hasn't he?
Correct.
Fuzzy R, this is treasonous equipment. Help me. I attack Abyss R.
And I'm gonna assist you. Charge it with destroy.
Oh, here we go.
What are you attacking with?
His fist, I assume.
Yeah.
Well, if you have anything in your inventory you could use, you could try that.
Not really.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm gonna charge at him with a black comb in my hand.
Rah!
I'm going to be groomed to death.
So,
What am I going to do is the question.
is anyone... Yes, and then is anyone spending perversity?
I mentioned my action.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure
suppose-
didgeridoos are not your clearance level.
Probably not. But I don't have one.
What are we waiting on?
I suppose that depends. A 10-foot
I
pole's hollow.
Well, you abandoned it as well, so...
Yeah, which means you have it at the minute because it landed
No,
next
it's on
to
the
you.
ground. It's on the ground, and clearly you pulled it out of your... Actually, where did you pull it out of? Your Guide Crush Freakwood pocket.
Margin attempts to run away, but Real Shard rushes in and pokes him in the eyes with his comb, and Moonbeams cuts his head off in one sweep.
Whose head?
Mine, I guess.
Yeah, Abyssar.
Oh, well.
You did get my message, right?
Sorry. Wait.
Apologies, I seem to have messed things up here.
You seem to have broken the GM.
I have broken the GM, I apologise.
Anyway, like I was saying, Margin tries to run away, but Fuzzy R runs up and pokes him in the eyes with his comb, and then Moonbeams chops Fuzzy R's head off in one blow.
I knew that was going to happen when you said, "Wait, did you get my message?"
Unfortunately, yes, it had to happen. Can I just assume that then Eviscerate is blinded now since he's been poked in the eyes? And
Yes.
he's to fight back. So then can I just chop his head off easily?
He could blindly flail at the air.
True, but he's hardly aware of what's about to happen to him.
Well, it depends on what he attempts to do to stop you.
Well, true, but he is blinded after all.
In which case, I'm just going to trip and fall over.
Just once he does that, so I calmly walk over and chop his head off.
Alright,
That would be a second action, would it not?
Yeah, that's certain
Yes,
amount of
but you
movements.
said you just tripped over, and I suppose you were going to stay
spin
there.
your
I mean,
action falling
if
over.
you want to try and dodge it, just let me know what you're going to do to attempt to stop him.
No, he can chop my head off.
Okay.
Begrudging admittance. Right, so
Actually,
they
now
both
because
dead?
Yes.
Alright, I searched for that bit of paper they were talking about earlier.
And we all go through to Clone 2.
Okay.
On the Reader's Digest prize draw.
Can I now read the bit of paper?
surprised knowing your character, you didn't just like cut your own head off. It's realizing you're a traitor.
I'm sorry, what admittance was this?
We're both dead
Shall-
now. It's no longer admissible evidence.
I contact friend computer.
Greetings, citizen.
Friend computer, I have dispatched 2 treasonous traitors. They claimed that water, the lifeblood of the Alpha Complex, was only for blue clearance or above. They also, as per my earlier evidence submitted to you, consorted with mutants and interfered with my dispatching of said mutants.
Give me their names so that I may process the paperwork to give you your commendation.
They were Fuzzy R Hat 1 and Ivisar 8 1. Both have now been dispatched and are in front of you here.
Thank you for your good work, citizen.
If I may ask, can I ask, is this the executive bathroom in the GAN sector in front of me?
You see a camera. You see a camera in the hallway tilt towards the door. No, that's not the door to the GAN washroom at all. You'll have to find another path to the washroom.
Indeed. May I humbly request a map or a list of directions to this GAN executive washroom as mentioned in our mission?
I don't think we actually were told that we had to go to the washroom.
You weren't. You really should have asked the briefing officer about that. Anyway, you receive a map of the surrounding area. There's one square room with one entrance with a little mark outside the door. Next, connected to that room is a smaller room with no other entrance into it.
Okay. Sorry, I'm being summoned away for some reason, so 2 minutes.
Yeah, can you read my message while he's away? I didn't know who usable, so that's why I just sent it to you by message.
Why did he leave? I missed what he said.
He's got called away. He's here, be back in a sec. Trying to make a small pizza, so we'll have to go get that in a sec. But I'll just mute the mic whenever I chew on it.
No, we'll just count it as an action every time you do. So we'll just wait for noise and then just try and attack you.
Yeah, basically everything we remove, we'll have to just stick on at the end for extras. Like the intro that didn't work.
It's just going to be more extra than session at this rate.
Yeah, I'll be on Minecraft afterwards, by the way.
Oh, no worries.
Oh yeah, and I also realised that on the server, somebody has, well, the communists have constructed a camp outside of Alpha Complex.
What? What do you babble?
There's been a communist camp built outside of Alpha Complex. On the Minecraft server.
You're not talking about the default village, are you?
No. I built this. And by camp, I mean a bunch of tents.
I did not spot these.
Yeah, well, I only added them earlier today.
I was on a little bit earlier.
No, they're quite far away. I made a reference to the video in it. To Shadow's, like, horrible accent video.
Oh, dearie me. Ruh-roh. Hey, my bot found diamonds.
Oh, you're playing at the moment?
I logged on just to see what was going on.
Yeah, you know, if you follow the river, go to, like, the nuclear testing part and then go right.
I need to... it's over there, I think.
I was going to make red and yellow tents, but as we've come to know, the yellow wall doesn't work on that hatchback. And just putting in gold blocks and stuff just looks really weird.
Rust is not.
I'll check it out.
I can't remember. I'm pretty sure you can get one. The river that goes past our company.
Yeah, it's basically just right from the nuclear power plant. There's not very much to see, actually, it's just like...
Yeah. Random yellow tents. Red tents. Tents full of ruby! That apparently have a cannon outside them.
Yeah. But this is the defences from Alpha Complex.
And a little red pole. Red team.
That's supposed to be a sort of communicative thing. I was going to do a sort of radar dish, but I couldn't make a small radar dish. It would have to be like massive. So I'll just rework that when we get around to it.
Just turn the music off. Why are there security cameras nearby?
Be right back.
Apparently the communists have been breeding cows. Oh, you made the cookie monster as well. I didn't notice that.
Alright, the food's just arrived. Yeah, I'm glad I can finally get outside of our complex without having to knock like down the wall. How that know the code?
It used to be on a sign underneath it.
Oh. Yeah, I haven't really done much to the infrared area yet. I just built a bit of corridor, a bit of security checkpoints. Which our 2 favourite security guards are in. They obviously got demoted.
It's still green clearance though.
Yeah, well, they got demoted having to watch infrareds. And this is just the temporary like analyzer, which is what they're going to put our crate through. And these are supposed to be lockers on the wall.
Not these. But
Yeah,
don't
these
do
green
anything.
things. No, this decoration. See all of it, but basically, because I don't think the infrareds, like, they should really have like the main sector buildings. It just expands into a bunch of corridors up in central building. And yeah, I got the lights ready to be hooked up to the main room.
We should build a. Oh, wow. We should build a deeper section. Then we can put the proper nuclear reactors down there.
Yeah.
Because the
That's
infrareds obviously serve as reactor shielding.
I thought that was regular citizens.
Only
wait.
if they're in trouble.
Yeah.
Hold on. Clear.
A message on Skype.
I need the lights. Aziz, light.
Oh, damn it. I want to go check Skype and actually quit out of the game. But yeah, I was also going to make a sort of like a drug depot where they're going to go to get dosed up.
Fair enough.
Problem is, building underground is a lot more easier with all the cabling. The only problem is you're constantly digging into caves.
Yeah, Minecraft has a lot of underground rubbish these days.
What clearance should these stairs be? You can have 2 reactors.
Well, they're black clearance, because the infrared systems have to go down to them, don't they?
Suppose sure that means like, I don't know, red clearances and should also go down.
Well, they're supposed to be able to go down, because red clearance systems are sometimes sent for reactor duty.
Alright, no, I was just wondering if we should make it high clearance, like only permissioned allowed down. So like,
the control room possibly, but not the main area.
alright, okay then. Good idea.
We're gonna have to reline all this with the nether brick anyway to make it look right, but I'm just trying to dig right down there. at the moment.
Yeah, I'm filling some of the leather bricks you got on. Wasn't flying.
I assume you had absolutely no luck getting Minecraft working, Sonia.
I think it's gone.
I didn't actually get to work on it much. I think I was busy playing a game of Dungeon Call Stone Soup, and I think I'm actually about to win for the first time, so
Oh well.
I ended up just playing that.
I've never won like a rogue like that's mainly because most of them you can't win.
Hmm?
I've never won a rogue like that's mainly because you can't win most of them.
Well, you can win a lot of them, it's just the ones like NetHack, they're so ridiculous that they're basically impossible to win unless you know every single thing about them.
When I've which I play, apparently it's only possible to win if you like glitch it. The final boss. I've
What
never
one,
even.
what one are you talking about that's impossible to win? I couldn't need to turn the
It's
sound
not-
up.
Oh, yeah, I kind of moved my mic away again. It's not, Ivan, it's not impossible to win, but you have to, like, hack it or glitch it to be able to beat the final boss.
Yeah.
And the other one I mainly played, Rogue Survivor, is literally impossible to win. As in, the whole point of that game is just to survive for as long as you can in a zombie-infested city.
Sounds like
I cou-
Project Zomboid to me.
Yeah, it pretty much was Project Zomboid, 'cause you have to, like, eat food and everything to stay alive. And you, like, find other survivors, and as the day goes along, you get, like, bad, like, humans going along, like, the gangsters and all that, and then eventually you get, like, the army moving in and stuff. It's pretty good, to be honest. It's had quite a lot of work done on it, because it's been updated a lot. Man, this is a... You're gonna hit bedrock before you start building those nuclear reactors.
I'm intending to. I hit bedrock at the bottom.
Ah.
Was the point to hit bedrock?
Well, we know now that Shadowhawk lies about how long it's gonna take him to get back.
Hasn't he done this before?
Well, he missed the
Hello.
entire session last time.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Did you get the file?
I have been sent a file. Give me 2 months.
It's a visual representation of what the map that Friend Computers sent you looks like.
So he's actually sent this to my PDC.
Yes, of course it looks much nicer than the crappy one I drew. But rest assured, if I send you any other maps, that they look exactly as they're intended to look, because I actually had more than 5 seconds to work on them.
Fair enough. And did Friend Computer say that the small green dot is the executive washroom?
No.
Nope. What did he say?
Well, you actually kind of left right as I was finishing saying
Yeah,
stuff. So.
sorry about that.
And we're back. When we left, Shadowhawk had just received a map from the Friend Computer telling him where the washroom is. And Friend Computer, he said, have a nice day, and hung up at the end there. So
So he's just hung up.
Yeah.
Very
Just
well.
continue on from that.
Okay. I look at the map and consider things.
Have our new clones dropped in?
Not yet. That you know of.
Very well. I shall then go onto my PDC and attempt to contact Henry YYYY2.
Did we tell us to use the
Oh, and you're trying to contact him on the PDC?
PDC, yes.
Okay.
Having saved the map beforehand as whatever download thing it is.
He picks up on the other end. What is it?
We're still waiting for instructions, sir. I have contacted the Friend Computer, and he has informed me that this is not, in fact, the location of the room we are supposed to be at. Is there some kind of error?
And he looks very worried for a second. No, there's no error. Everything is going according to plan. Everything is perfect. Just go into the executive washroom now.
You are attempting to order me through a green clearance door. Shall I inform Friend Computer of this action? I think he'd be very interested.
I gave you a pass to the washroom. Do you have the pass?
Indeed, however, Friend Computer says that this is not the washroom. And who am I to question the computer? And in fact, who is anybody?
I'm sorry, but just let me work this out.
Indeed, I shall leave it to your much wiser head. Assume he's hung up on me.
You hear screams from in the distance on the other end of the PDC.
Okay,
Henry Y eventually comes back. You are correct. That isn't the washroom, but the washroom is somewhere. Oh no, not again! No, not again! The line cuts out.
Well, I haven't been given any further instructions, and I believe that our briefing officer is not currently available to give me anything more. So, I continue scrutinizing the map to the best of my abilities, taking care to only concentrate on the bits that are cleared for me. I ignore the rest of it.
Because you can.
You see a long red hallway. Nothing is marked.
I know. Well, I continue analysing it, and then guess that nobody else is... I've seen no further information. Very well. Very well. I'm going to send you a message about what I'm going to do next.
All right.
With his loud typing of loudness.
My loud typing of loudness, I apologise.
It's not your fault. You just need to get rid of that desktop stand and get a proper stand.
I do.
I mean, they're quite a nice little made stand, but their noise transmission levels are ridiculous.
I'm using a headset because I'm too cheap to buy some headphones and a microphone.
And if that fails, I will contact internal security.
I think you've somehow set Shadowhawk into must ruin session.
You have not sent me into muster in session. I just refuse to go through that door.
The mission hasn't even really started yet.
I know. But I'm not going through that door. And there currently seems to be no other way for me to go. Frank Computer has already dismissed me. So therefore I'm going to wait for something else to happen. And that is why I'm doing that action.
He's not measuring things with plastic card again, is he?
That will be my next action.
Sorry.
Bless you. Yes, my next action upon not being able to do anything is to measure the distances and the body lengths and everything else with plastic cord. Including the heads, circumference and various other things. Could be useful.
Could be, but won't.
My character's just planning. I mean, who knows?
They don't respawn. At least not immediately.
So we're still not there.
No, and he seems to be waiting for me to put myself into a catch-22 here. But since I have no further orders, I'm going to wait outside the door until I am told otherwise. I'm still in a red clearance area. This is where I was last ordered to be, so I shall wait here, measuring things with plastic cord.
You got this stuff to the book.
Eventually a chute on the side of the wall opens, and Fuzzy R and Abyss R shoot out, visibly upset with you.
Okay. Greetings, citizens.
Greetings, citizen.
Hello.
My, it's a happy day to be in service of Friend Computer, isn't it? Now,
Indeed.
apparently, this is not the executive washroom we're supposed to be, and Henry YYYY2 appears to be indisposed at the moment, and appears to be now Henry YYYY4, or possibly 5 by now. But either way, our orders are to wait here, aren't they? So let's continue doing that. I'm going to plan his commie attack.
Is anything else happen to this museum?
You see members of the armed forces walking down the hallway. When they see you, they speed up.
I'm sure they're here to support us in the mission, but of course, it would probably be prudent to step to one side.
What
They
direction
pull out
go?
laser rifles, cone rifles, and a vast array of other assorted weapons that you can't quite identify.
I take cover behind one of the decapitated bodies.
I'm gonna move onwards. I'm gonna wait. I don't know what the map looks like, do I?
No, I haven't
Well,
showed
you're
you the map yet.
standing in a hallway with a single door as far as you can see. So you have two options: run towards the or 3 options: run towards the armed forces, run away, or run through the door. Or you can try and do something crazy like crawl into a vent or whatever. You know, stuff
There's
like that.
vents.
Well,
we
you
haven't
know,
looked for one yet, so we don't know.
Well, I
that was
examined
just an
for-
example.
Are there any vents?
As I said, I'm taking cover behind one of the corpses.
You can see a very small grate on the floor.
What colour is
the,
the grate?
Red, just like the rest of the hallway.
And is it big enough for a clone to fit down?
Well, the holes in the grate are only about 1 inch wide, so I don't think you could fit through those. But you could try prying away.
That's what I meant. If the grate was lifted, would there be enough room for a clone to squeeze through?
Well, I suppose you could try.
I'm going to stick on my tactic of cover behind the corpse.
So, has everyone else decided on their action?
I'm going to run at the armed forces. Well, I'm not going to run at them. I'm just going to walk over to them nonchalantly.
I was about to say, otherwise I'd say you were attacking them, and that would clearly be treason.
Yeah.
Anyway, why is Visar angry at me? He doesn't know I beheaded him. Last thing he remembers, he was actually being stabbed in the eye by Fuzzy R.
I'm just generally ticked off.
Fair enough.
So, I see the grate in the floor. Is there any way for me to lift it up, or I'm gonna have to use sign to like pry it?
Use the comb,
No.
look, use the comb.
you don't.
Use the 10-foot pole.
That'd be
Well, yes,
traitorous.
you actually could use the 10-foot pole. It's still laying in the floor, but you don't actually see how the grate's connected, so you don't know if it might be bolted underneath or if it's just sitting down or what. So you'd have to try to pry it up.
Mm.
Anyone would think he was suspicious.
Okay,
So you're going to try to.
Yeah, I'm going to go and try and pull it out by my hands.
Okay.
But I'm
Is
gonna-
anyone going to spend any perversity?
But I'm going to position myself so that I'm going to position myself so that Barragen and Shadowhawk are in so that moonbeams
Moonbeams.
are and
If it's alright.
if this are like obscuring the armed forces as much as possible.
Well, Margin's walking away, and Shadowhawk is trying to hide behind you. So do you?
Hide behind your corpse.
Well, I'm just going to pull on it and try and loosen it up.
I shout, he's a traitor, shoot him.
You're not going to. So you're not going to try and yeah. What is it? You're not gonna. So nobody's gonna spend perversity.
I'm
No.
going to use my. Oh wait, I'll ask you just a sec. But my guy is going to squint at it while lifting and try and like melt the edges around with it using his laser eyes.
Okay.
Did you just admit
Actually,
to having a
what?
mutant power?
No, it's my
The-
guy's tick.
He thinks
As
he's
the
got
armed
superhero
forces-
powers.
Yeah,
Okay.
so my guy thinks he can melt stuff.
But if you said that out loud, well, alright, I'll let you. Alright, fine. I'll hold off my accusations of treason just yet. However, I still shout, he's a traitor! Pointing at the guy walking in front of me.
Wait, hold on a sec.
As you
message.
As you shout, he's a traitor, a fly flies in front of your face, and you wave to get it out of the way, and you accidentally point at yourself.
Who? Me? Oh,
Huh?
oh no.
No, moonbeams.
Yeah, moonbeams. Yeah, a fly flies in front of your face, or a fly bot, rather, and you try to, shoo it away, and you accidentally point at yourself while you say he's a traitor.
Right.
You try to Fuzzy R tries to pull the grate up, but it doesn't work. Wait. And Margin successfully or rather Abyss R successfully walks towards the armed forces, but the armed forces just knock him down into the floor and run past him.
I can live
Let
with
me,
this.
Yeah, he might be unconscious again though.
Oh, I hope not. Otherwise, I'll just have to sit here randomly mumbling nonsense for a bit.
I'm gonna walk to. Wait, are we got another action or what?
I would imagine so at this point.
Alright, I'm gonna stick my arms up and walk towards the armed forces.
Wait. Let me, I gotta make a roll or something real quick. Oh, well, this was actually a very good success. Let me just type this out.
I'm also gonna stare at the armed forces with puppy eyes. 'Cause I have no
Because
choice.
your mutant powers are looking incredibly, incredibly cute.
Kill him, he's an ingratiatingly cute mutant.
After the message I sent happens, the armed forces open fire on let's see, on Moonbeams are the two and kill him. So
Doesn't the cover of the previous bodies help in any way, shape, or form?
Not with that much firepower, no. I imagine they would just be,
Oh, I like arguing points like that. Fair enough.
yeah. Anyway, let me just roll. Luckily, Fuzzy R is down towards the ground trying to pull the grate up, so he only
Given
gets
that
wounded.
that's directly behind me, isn't he shot to pieces as well, considering the amount of firepower?
But I thought I was walking towards.
Well, he's wounded and he's on the floor, moaning in pain now. So
Sorry, who is?
I was
Fuzzy
saying,
R
he walked in front of me, so
I don't know.
oh well, no worries.
well, he did slightly better on his roll than you did. Really.
There would have to, well, it would have to be the armed forces, but yes, okay, no worries.
So, am I still on the floor where they knocked me over?
Let's just be thankful they didn't bring a robot.
But as the armed forces go up to your dead corpse and check your name tag, and then when they've made sure that you are indeed Moonbeams are the two, they walk away.
There.
That sounds very unarmed force-like.
Oh, I hate you.
They're all if you must know, they're all rushing back to the headquarters to try to get a promotion. And they don't want anyone else to get there first, of course. So
Does it
So
mean
they
they
shot
run
him
back
because he's
over-
armed forces.
Doesn't that mean they run over the top of Visar again?
Yeah, they knocked me
well,
over, but
they
didn't
didn't actually run over the top of him. They just knocked him down to the floor and like sort of ran around him a little.
Alright, I thought when they headed back, they might have like trod on him again.
No, they were heading in the opposite direction. I think.
Which direction are they? What? I didn't hear what you said.
I was walking towards them, so when they knocked me over, they would have walked past me and walked off into the
Yes.
opposite direction. Yeah.
Oh, okay, fine.
So, are you just going to, so what are you going to do to try and help your wounds? On the other hand, luckily, this
Anyway-
art is perfectly fine other than being a little bruised.
Any of my body, like, is any part of my body missing?
Would you like
Well-
any part of your body to be missing? I'm pretty
There
sure I
aren't-
could borrow Moonbeam's sword.
There aren't any parts missing, but none of the parts are in very good working order.
Oh, okay. So I'm down on the ground, bleeding out. So.
Correct.
What if there's useless equipment in the world to this situation?
You just have to be inventive.
You could always see if there's any equipment anywhere else. Hint, hint.
Well,
10 foot.
I am going to wander over and what am I going to do once I'm there, I suppose? Can I attempt to splash their blood at the green clearance store?
I'll allow that.
Hooray!
So, there's actually lots of blood on the floor because several people have all died from
Various
Yeah,
wounds, yes.
sort of.
I've been
so,
decapitated, which would mean most of the contents of my previous clothes are on the floor. He's been shot to pieces, so he'll be bleeding everywhere. And one's still alive but bleeding everywhere.
And also the other decapitated person.
Yes.
There are two of them there.
and of course too. Yeah. So
am I-
anyway, so are you going to try and cover the whole door in red blood now?
Yes.
Okay. What are you going to cover the door in red blood with?
My hands wiping them on the jumpsuit of the corpses afterwards.
Okay, you're now standing in front of a red clearance door.
Hey!
I assume Fuzzy R is still on the floor bleeding out unless he's done anything about that.
Yeah, I'm now going to
Might want to remove that message, just saying.
Oh, shit.
Uh,
I thought that was the private chat.
I missed that, damn.
damn, I'm
Okay.
dead. Because otherwise I'd have already reported motion for touching a green door.
I didn't touch the green door, I splashed it.
You just made it on with your hands.
Yeah, I splashed it on with my hands. Anyway, I'm going to drag what's left of Fuzzy towards the door and say, come on, citizen, we need to get through this door. It was our orders.
I just
Fuzzy isn't acting as if he did what he said.
I need some clarification on something, so I'm waiting on that, and then he'll.
And then he'll spontaneously explode.
Yes.
For no
I see.
reason whatsoever other than amusement.
So yeah, can you do that now? Because did you read the message or what?
I sent you a private message.
Oh, right. Mm,
You're not sure how he manages it, but he stands up on both feet.
Wow.
Okay.
So what were you doing again?
I dragged him over to the door and said he needs to get through it because that was our orders.
Okay, well he's now standing up at the door. He's looking at it. And he's looking at you. And his eyes get really wide. He falls back on the floor and starts convulsing.
Ooh, I am the ghost of Moonbeam's RV2. Mutants.
So I've just spent my action doing that.
Freaking
Probably
out.
shouldn't-
I was-
Yes,
What?
she's.
Why are the walls moving?
Yeah, I was about to say, since it's not really combat, you shouldn't really think in terms of actions, really, but... Unless if it's
But
alright decides to make it a combat round.
Now,
I could attempt
Well,
to just throw
currently-
him at the door, hoping to hit the trigger on the door or whatever to open it.
it just has a handle.
Like throw him at the handle, hoping that his bleeding and battered corpse will snag on it and open it. I guess.
Okay, he's not in really any shape to do anything about that, so
I flail my arms about.
Yeah, I mean, at the minute you're so out of it, you probably don't even know what I'm doing. As far as you're concerned, I'm a giant bug or something.
When you pick him up, he starts screaming, "Get away from me!" and begins hitting you repeatedly.
But feebly, I trust.
Yes.
Well, I just continue to throw him at the door, going, "No, no, citizen, it's all okay. Be happy. The friend computer is
Moonbeams!
smiling upon you."
You try to slam him into the door, but you slip on all the blood on the floor, and you fall over, and he falls on top of you.
Oof.
So are you going to?
I'm gonna try and bite him, confusing him for a ready meal.
I'll accept that. Let me see. Oh, it's a critical success. You bite off his ear.
Ow! Friend computer, damn it! I
Thou shalt not use friend computer's name in vain!
not using friend computer's name in vain. Anyway, I tried to kick him off the top of me, I guess.
It doesn't work. He continues trying to bite you.
What else can I do?
You could just leave him on the floor convulsing.
Well, I tried to kick him off the top of me. It's hard to move if he's on top of me.
That's right.
It's like we ages to eat this food.
See, this is what happens when you don't measure out distances to everything.
That's the point. You've given me an idea now.
Okay, now things are getting really interesting. I assume you're gonna try and push him off again.
Yes.
Okay, I make the. Wait.
I start seeing a million pet bots crawling towards me.
Oh, cute
Oh,
overload.
it just barely works. You managed to shove him off.
Hooray.
In the meantime,
I'm gonna go and try and find the plastic cord that's Moonbeam's had.
in the meantime, I'm gonna flail around trying to stroke all the imaginary pet bots.
The plastic cord is just lying in the floor in the open. You can easily find it.
Okay. I'm just going to garrot Cozzy with the plastic card.
Uh,
I'm gonna scream Epa.
he
Talking of treasonous things now.
but it doesn't matter because he's actually before he can say anything further, Visarate goes over and strangles him with a meter of plastic wood.
Huzzah! I call friend computer on my PDC.
Meeting citizen, how may I help you?
Hail the computer. I just wanted to report that I have terminated a traitor.
What for?
Trafficking in treasonous propaganda.
Please, wait, never mind. Notice a camera at the top of the hallway. Turn over and look at Wilshard's dead body. Could you flip the
Assuming he's
body
not
over
dead
so I
yet.
can get a better look?
Yeah, I'll flip the body over and point at the papers that are sticking slightly out of his pocket.
You're not making a very convincing argument, friend computer.
But when computer closely examines it, I can't quite read it. Could you pull the could you pull this propaganda out of his pocket?
Oh no, that puts me in a bit of a catch-22 now.
Yeah, it does. Hold on. I approve of this move.
Can I grab his own hand and try and use it to grip the papers and pull them out of his pocket?
Surely that would be contaminating the evidence in front of friend computer who is watching.
It's not contaminating the evidence, he was already touching the evidence.
I suppose.
Just let me see. Are you sure you want to do this?
Yes.
Well, it was too late to change your move anyway. As you reach toward his hand towards the inside of his pocket, you have trouble aiming it, and you accidentally just shove it through the pocket and rip the pocket open. And now your hand is inside the pocket with the propaganda.
Bit random, but sure.
Why not? Why not, indeed?
Well, it's Fuzzy R's hat like went through the pocket, and he's grabbing him by the wrist, so his hand is in the pocket.
The traitor's still alive, and I'm just going to start punching his corpse.
Do you pull the pull your hand out of his pocket before you begin doing this?
No, I punch him with the other hand.
Okay. Friend computer seems very confused by all this.
I would imagine so.
No, make him angry, make him happy. Just do not confuse friend computer. Oh dear God, we're all doomed.
You've already broken friend computer once in this session.
So, do you ever stop punching him?
I'm tempted to say no, but I'm going to say yes.
Okay, because otherwise I would just say 3 days later you starve to death. You wake up inside the briefing room again. and then we'd start the mission over. So it's a good thing you didn't do that.
We haven't even properly started the mission yet, and we're already like on our first clones.
Well,
And then you would
I'm
have to
clone,
get to the room all again and all that. So yeah, that would not be good.
I'm on clone
So-
2, you're on clone 3.
Yeah, but I don't know if you're gonna last much longer.
And
And both of my clones were lost through lawful action, I think you'll find.
Yeah. Well, we did say
Well-
that you would probably suffer.
True.
Well, there was the time the armed forces killed you for being a traitor. You said so yourself.
Actually, I didn't.
No, you said
I
you were a
pointed,
traitor.
I pointed in various random directions. That could have been taken as being traitors everywhere.
No, you pointed at yourself.
No, the fly got in the way. I was pointing everywhere before I pointed at myself. And it still happened, but that's just my interpretation of how I would perceive it myself. And how I will explain to myself when I actually get back into the game somewhere.
Well, anyway, I'm going to snatch
But
my other
remember,
hand.
you're the one who died, so the armed forces are the ones who will be reporting what happened to Flynn Computer.
Oh, indeed. However, the friend computer is watching the whole thing. You've already mentioned there's cameras in there.
Yes, but I didn't say that Flynn Computer was watching that camera at that given time.
Wouldn't
Friend-
matter.
Hmm.
You can't suggest that Friend Computer doesn't watch everything. Friend Computer is perfect.
Exactly.
Computer's question.
Okay, then from now on I'll treat all your actions as if they were observed by Friend Computer.
Yay!
Well done. Anyway, I'm going to
Oh,
snatch
this should make the rest of the game interesting.
I'm
But
s-
so,
I'm gonna snatch
so
my hand
you-
back, yeah.
I'm going to assume you've stopped punching him by now.
I've stopped
What do
punching
you do
him.
next?
I snatched my hand back, the other hand that was stuck in the bucket.
As you snatch it out, you pull out the propaganda on accident. Friend Computer shouts, "Traitor!" and zaps you.
Hooray.
Okay.
That's all three of us. Third clone. Are we just designed not to survive this module?
You know, I was actually counting on one of you opening the door and actually looking inside.
I'm sorry. I know I've not been around to say what I saw.
I know, because I was hoping everyone would kill themselves so I can do what I'm doing next.
Well,
This time, when you all slide through the chute back into the hallway, you all ram into the door, bursting it into a million pieces, and go into the room. So there, you're inside the room now.
That's called hammering the plot.
Oh, that's the roughest entry I've had.
Now I can actually go back to
I go back
my-
outside and pick up all my equipment.
Before you do, I have a little pre-written flavor text thing to read.
Alright.
As you land inside the room, you feel as though you've stepped into a warehouse. There's equipment from wall to wall, from laser bells of every color to limited time of flavors of B3 to the ill-fated ready meal weenie whistle. There's even rows upon rows of experimental equipment. You see a citizen named Lena G at the desk in back, examining a pill dispenser. So there.
Okay. Well, she's supposed to be in there. I'm actually going to go back and pick up my equipment.
I'm going to chase him before he nicks mine. Meanwhile, Fuzzy is now surrounded by massive amounts of R&D equipment.
All my gear's still sitting outside, isn't it?
Uh-huh. But
Well,
your,
I'm gonna-
your tick would dictate that you were
What
very
the-
distracted.
I get a
Um,
slow.
Sorry.
What?
No, carry on. I'll say what I'm doing in a moment.
Alright, I'm just gonna. Oh, hold on a sec.
If you'll wait a second, I have some messages to send.
Right, back.
Actually, no, change that.
So, should I wait till you send the messages before I do my action, or should I just do it?
You should wait, because it's something that happened right as you landed in the room. But
Oh, in which case I wouldn't have had a chance to do things. So, but in any case, as soon
no,
as I
you go ahead. You go ahead and go out and do that. But
right. By the way, I decapitate Fuzzy R Hat 2 to get my plastic one. I know it's been tied up, but I might still be able to use it somehow.
how do you know he has your plastic cord?
I noticed there's a plastic cord around my neck. I have one missing. I put 2 and 2 together.
Guys.
Oh, so
Uh,
you're saying like from the corpse?
Yes, from the corpse.
Okay, okay.
It's still
Then, yeah,
around his neck, so therefore I chop his head off in order to get it cleanly off.
Yeah, okay. You
Um,
get 1 meter of plastic wood.
Right, it's still
Yeah.
tied up, but yes.
Yeah, the dog just burst into my room and he's trying to eat my food, so a bit occupied at the moment.
What is a dog, citizen?
Is that some kind of pet bot? That's what we
I'm
read
sorry,
in
I missed this. Were people discussing pet bots?
Not just yet.
Because I'm sure there is an aisle of pet bots in this room if you wanted to go looking for it.
Well, that doesn't surprise me at all. Let's work out how to actually... Oh, the thing is, this is all behind a green... Why is the door red?
I have no idea.
When did the... Is the other side of the door still green?
Yes.
But we smashed the
Well,
door to
actually, what's
bits.
left? What's left of it?
Yes. So all you see is green and red fragments all over the floor. Not that you would notice the red fragments thanks to all the blood.
I
In
suppose
fact, I'm
not.
just going to go ahead and say the blood coated all the fragments red. So
But it would have blasted inside, but... Yeah, okay, no worries.
It might have done when we smashed into the door.
Anyway, once that's done, I return back to the room.
As shall I, having successfully recovered all my equipment.
I'm up to 3 decapitations. I'm doing well so far.
You are doing surprisingly well with that sword.
yes. I'm still waiting to hear what Fuzzy or Hat is doing because I didn't quite catch it if he said.
He's fighting with a pet bot.
Oh,
think.
sorry.
Or
Yeah,
either that or
I
a
had it
mutant.
muted. Yeah, could you go over what you just said? Because I just had to, like, had a fiasco with the dog. Had to get it out of the room.
Ah,
Once again,
I sent you I sent you a message.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what they do for actions?
We
Huh?
ran out and grabbed our equipment and ran back.
Yeah, nothing really happened.
I'm gonna look back.
I'm
at
being
my
serious,
equipment.
not being like a mean GM or anything. Nothing.
Alright, I'm gonna look back towards my equipment, but then slowly shamble like a zombie towards the experimental gear.
You're not. The effects of the pill have worn off. This is a new clone.
Yeah, I know, but there's your
Yeah.
experimental gear in there, right?
Ah, yes. Okay.
He's going klepto. I suggest you prepare your sword.
What, before I re-enter, what colour is the room clearance?
On the inside,
Yes. And just to double
green.
confirm, yeah, and to confirm this, I look at my map and then deliberately do not step back inside that room.
In which case, I run into the back of him because he stops suddenly.
Okay, you both get knocked back into the room.
I run immediately out and then contact the friend computer.
We're never gonna get anywhere with you.
We are all going
These
to.
rooms are colour coded for a reason.
If you want, I mean, you can stay in the hallway and die several times all you want. I mean, it's just,
But I will die a loyal citizen of Alpha Complex. It is green. It is above my clearance level.
Oh god, the dog's trying to
Well-
break down the door.
well, if it makes you feel better, there is a small puddle in the entrance of the room which has red from where the blood's leaked under the door.
Very well, that's as far as I go.
Okay, just so long as you're in the room.
Yep, I'm in the room now.
Yeah, hold on a second again.
What?
I feel like I come.
I just bothered to look back at the Skype conversation and I'm now worried.
Yeah, I was as well, actually. But that was happening as you were hitting him.
Yeah,
Oh,
choking rather.
I didn't notice it because I was looking at the wrong window at the time.
So
Yeah, I mean that all happened when you shoved your hand into my pocket.
Why
And
are
when
you
you
playing
pointed out the papers.
Are you playing a female character?
Let me see if I can find.
I'm currently spending my action eating.
Okay, so Moonbeams are the three, I believe now has collected his gear and is standing slightly inside the doorway of the green clearance room on the puddle of blood. Fuzzy R Hat has walked towards the experimental equipment, and Margin has this R8 has collected his equipment, and I assume you're heading back in, right?
I said that if he stopped suddenly at the door, I ran into the back of him. So
Yeah. So you're still standing outside.
I said, "Well,
Yes, hold on a sec.
you said that I knocked us both back into the room." So
Yeah. And then I said I ran back to the puddle.
Mm-hmm. So
And they
okay,
did.
so you're both still you're both in the entranceway.
Yeah.
You can
Sorry.
you can see Fuzzy R Hat staring intently at the row of experimental equipment.
Okay, well, I look at him and do what I said when I sent you a message about. I tend to hail, did you say Lenergy?
yes,
Where have we heard that name before?
indeed,
Well, I haven't. I don't think any of us have.
yes we have.
No,
Well,
we haven't.
this characters haven't. Though.
Which name?
You said Lenergy, didn't you?
Yeah, not Lena. It's with an
Yeah.
E.
Ah, okay then. In any case, I still attempt to capture attention.
And yes, it is a hire, but I'm not going to try to do a female voice because I'm so horrible at it. It would just be embarrassing. So.
No, horrible female voices are what we're supposed to do.
Oh, Mrs. Miggins.
Anyway,
The GM's prerogative.
she looks at you and she sighs and she says, "What is it?"
I believe, Mum, that we have a mission in this area. Can you confirm this? Our briefing officer is Henry Y, at least 6 by now.
What's the point of missions? We're all gonna die anyway. She looks back at the pill dispenser.
Can we report?
You appear to be troubled, higher clearance citizen. Perhaps a riveting loyalty song will.
Yes, yes.
She says, just leave me alone, and lays her head on the desk and sighs.
Fair enough. I appreciate this is probably not going to go well, but I attempt to contact Henry Y, whatever clone numbers he's on now.
It probably doesn't even exist anymore.
What do you want? I assume the mission is going as planned.
Yes, we are now within the room that we were supposed to enter. We are awaiting further instructions.
Wait.
We are within the room that you ordered us to go into. We are now awaiting your instructions, briefing officer.
So, I'm sorry, what were you saying? I had to take care of something.
Yep, I was simply asking our briefing officer what our further instructions are, now that we have done what he set us out to do.
I told you your instructions. You're supposed to go to the place and do something. Just do the mission, and then he hangs up.
Fair enough. We must do the mission, citizen.
Which citizen are you talking to?
You, presumably.
Well, you're standing closest to him. Fuzzy R Hat is still in the aisle of experimental equipment.
Yeah, can I look through it for the most interesting looking equipment?
Well, you see lots of interesting looking equipment. You're not actually sure what any of it is. There's remotes, strange weapons, or they look like weapons anyway.
Fuzzy R, we've not been assigned that equipment. If you touch any of it, I'll have to report to the friend computer.
Linergy turns around and says, "You can take the equipment. I don't mind. Just leave me alone," and begins sobbing.
Very well. And do you have an inventory, so that we might know what we are cleared to have?
As she's sobbing, she points in the back towards a terminal.
Okay, I bring out my red plastic cord again. Right. I laid the first meter of it down in front of me and walk it almost like a tightrope, then place the next one down, and I continue walking like this to the information terminal.
Okay, I like that. You get 3 publicity for that.
And now the grand plan with the plastic cords is off.
Oh dear.
I'm going to assume you do it at a reasonable pace, just so I don't have to stop every 5 seconds.
Well,
and
yeah, if I had 3, it'd be a bit quicker, but I only have 2 now. One of them goes round in circles and is useless.
Well, I mean, you can't go any quicker than at a walking pace,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
You're moving along reasonably.
I get to the information terminal eventually. By the way,
Okay.
sorry.
Only terminal. It's already been
It's already been ding. Okay.
It's already been dink.
Dink Smallwood.
Yay! I love that game.
Do you know they re-released it for iPhone and iPad and iPod?
I did not. I am now going to have to look.
As I was saying, when you get to the terminal, someone has already navigated to the B3 section of the terminal. There's thousands of flavors listed, more than you would usually find in a store. Some of them are flavors that have been discontinued for years now. You recognize...
I scored the classic flavor. Extra classic is superior.
What about extra
six-
classic?
Six
Keep it up.
flavors stick out to you particularly, and you also, thanks to your excellent knowledge of Alpha Complex, remember all the B3 slogans to them.
Alright, go be right back.
Be free, it's the mandatory thing.
Or not the slogans, but rather the jingles.
Yes.
So feel free to sing any of these when the mood hits you.
Mystery flavor, be free. It's a mystery. Yes, a mystery. What could flavor be? Just take a sip and experience the glee. Warning, there's a classified chance of injury. I'll get to those later, but I'll just quote them as and when. But in any case, is the terminal...
If you want, you could go to the B3 aisle and pick eating one of those up.
Instead of doing that, I'm going to head towards the place I mentioned that you said I saw.
Alright, back.
I'm being cryptic, but I'm being deliberately cryptic because I don't think
Okay.
I don't think the person I left in the pool of blood is going to follow me.
Well, it's you head towards that part of the room, passing the laser pistol barrels and the ready meal weenie whistles. Also, I'm not. As you continue to look around the room, all of you notice these have. Yeah, basically, all of you have noticed these specific items because they're displayed the most prominently. So.
Okay, where I am, looking by the shelves, can I grab it? Can I see anything that looks grey, red, or black?
You can see several things that look grey, red, or black.
Okay, I'm gonna go and grab one.
So, what would you like to grab? There's 3 things in particular that stick out. One is a large black gun of some sort. The second one is a red remote control, and the third one is a gray small little bot.
Crystal, be free. Everyone loves to taste of a can of be free, so here's a super special taste of what you cannot see. Well, the illustrator would say it's not the best flavor yet.
All right, I'm gonna grab the gun-looking thing.
Okay. So, I assume you'll. Are you going to holster it so you can draw it quickly and all that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, I don't actually have anything to load in it. But maybe it just fires when you pull the trigger. Or maybe it's reload.
Well, I am going
Well,
to...
I didn't hear quite what you said, but it does have a trigger.
All right, okay.
I'm gonna snaffle the Geiger counter.
The what?
Geiger counter.
Yep, I now do what I said quite a while ago. I'll actually retype it.
So you aren't picking up anything?
Me?
Yeah.
It's not been assigned to us.
Well, yes, but
She said
you
you
were
could take
told
anything.
She said take anything, and she's high clearance on us, therefore she's...
True, but unfortunately, there still needs to be regulatory things. Besides, there's another factor as well.
Or namely that you just want to completely derail and kill us all.
No, not that.
Can I go back to the Can I go to the other guys now? To see what the gear they're looking at.
So, so Fuzzy or Hat, do you want to grab anything else before you leave? You are right next to the B3 aisle, so you could grab a refreshing can of B3, or you could continue looking for more equipment.
I'm gonna grab a can of extra classic B3.
You
across the
also
aisle.
notice that
There is far more typing going on in this session than in any previous session.
it's because I'm sending more notes. But you notice a few flavors that stand out more than others. If you wanted to sample any of those, you could. So.
What colours are the cans?
Chocolate, be free.
They're all varying shades of, black and gray and red and stuff within your clearance level.
All right. Well, I'm going to because my guy is very interested in experimental gear. He's going to grab the mystery flavor.
What it's worth, you've never actually had any of these flavors before, so they could all be experimental for you.
No, I'm going to go ahead. Take the mystery flavor.
Okay. So,
And now I'm going to, as I pass through the B3, I'm going to walk over to what they're looking at.
well, what do you mean they?
The Visar and Moonbeams are.
You leave the aisle and you only see a Visar. As you look around, you see a red clearance citizen who you assume is Moonbeams heading towards the back.
Quite slowly and picking up items behind me and dropping them in front of me as I do.
I'm just gonna.
I'm still using my plastic cords to move around.
Well, as I definitely know that he is a Visar, I'm gonna head over to him.
What logical deduction given his behaviour.
So what are you doing?
What am
Visar.
I doing?
Yes.
I went to grab the red Geiger counter, I assume.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. I'm just gonna check over it, I guess.
So is it
looks
my?
like a Geiger counter. A red Geiger counter, in fact.
Well, I know it's a red Geiger counter. I'm just sort of examining my equipment.
Check.
If you want anything else, there's still a chance to pick it up before you leave the room.
Am I at him yet, so I can pick up the stuff? my atom yet, so I can pick up the stuff.
What are you talking about? Are you pick up what stuff?
No, I mean, you said the items of interest, so experimental equipment to take. Obviously he just took one, so he's obviously by the items, so can I just go over there and take one?
Oh no, those aren't the experimental equipment items. Those are just some items that I actually bothered to write out some information for. So if you
Alright,
if
so
you
can we
happen to
grab-
take one of those, it would be better than if you just took something completely random, because I would have something planned.
Are we clear to take them all then, even though they're above our clearance level? They go.
Well, I
they go
mean, you're
six
cleared to
of-
take the ones you're cleared to take. Like the nuclear bomb is gray, so you might be able to take it. The life-size promotional Tilo Malley is colored orange, so I guess it might be orange clearance. You're not sure.
I'm
Then
gonna grab the red.
the disguise kit is blue clearance. The bandage kit is yellow clearance, and there is a red clearance radiation suit. So
I'm gonna grab the rad suit quickly.
It's not missing a
And-
glove, is it?
No, it's only got a glove and a helmet.
no, this is
So
a
the
full
rest
suit.
of it.
Oh,
Alright, and then I'm going to just like slip the nuclear bomb into my guy's trousers.
Listening to
the
this,
nuclear-
ladies?
The nuclear
Yep.
bomb is actually quite large, about the size of a watermelon.
I have no comment to make about that.
I have a comment to make about that.
Well, I would make it bigger, but I don't think you could actually carry it then. So
The comment to make about that's easy. Clearly, he is a mutant and has grown misshapen genitalia and must be sharks.
well, anyway,
Yes,
okay.
yeah. Now, upon hearing,
I'm not gonna
Max's-
let you. I'm not gonna let you pull the put the nuclear bomb in your. Well, you put the nuclear bomb in your pants, but your pants just fall down because they can't support the weight. So
Okay.
you pull your pants back up, and
And,
the nuclear bomb is still laying on the floor. So if you want it, you'll have to carry it under your arm.
Oh, wait, we're at an hour.
Alright, should we cut off?
Jesus, is it only an hour? It's 2 hours.
It's because I stopped in the middle, didn't I?
Yeah.
So for me, my time is at an hour.
Let's
Okay,
just keep going.
Okay,
Yeah.
no worries.
Alright,
I assume we'll cut this section out, but probably. I don't know. Anyway, so are you still carrying the nuclear bomb with you?
yeah, I'm gonna slide it underneath my arm then.
Have I made it to the door yet?
Hmm?
Have I made it to the
Yeah,
door?
sure. Sure, you're at the door by now.
Right, are there any markings on this door?
Well, you see a like a little outline of a male or a male citizen, and an outline of a female citizen, and yeah. Let me see.
Is there a third thing for other?
Yes, there's also a large black square. You're not clear to know what other is yet. So,
True, this is why it's on the one door.
well, never mind. You don't see that marking. Then you just see a thing of a
Well,
toilet.
they can all three of them be on that one door, but
Apparently, I've been reminded that toilets aren't actually gender differentiated. So,
well, no, this is what I mean. All three of the signs can be on the same one door.
but it's got like the toilet symbol on it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
It's the washroom,
Is the door still green?
of course.
All right, I'm going to send an action to you.
Oh, so I guess he's just gonna stand there again.
I hope not.
I am going to stand here and no.
I hope what he's going to do is stick his fingers in his ear, hold them up as if they were moose antlers, and make strange noises, but I don't think he will.
I'm hoping he tries to lasso the door open.
Yes, actually, okay. I mean, I'll lasso the door open with a plastic cord I've got spare, which was around one of Fuzzy R's clones. I think it was 2.
So that actually is what you were going to do.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do, but I was going to announce it secretly in case I got accused of treason. But that's what I do. I use that inventively to force the door open.
And well, okay, finally you have reached the GAN executive washroom. As you look inside, you see a toilet, a camera pointed directly at the toilet. Let me make another roll to see if you notice it.
You just told me about it.
Yeah, but did you
No,
notice it?
something else. I haven't made the roll yet.
Okay. By the way, I now
Actually,
pull out a bit of paper. And the earliest convenience when I can, I show it to the camera.
wait.
Wait.
Let me see. Actually, okay. You made the roll. Oddly enough, there is no sink in this room,
Okay.
and traditionally there are sinks in the bathrooms. So you do notice something is amiss.
Okay, that's my action.
Nothing happens, as far as
Then-
you know.
Okay, fair enough. Then I close the door.
Meanwhile, back at the mansion, I am going to turn to Fuzzy.
Wait, I do have one more bit of a explanatory text to paste specifically for it.
What's the message sending?
Anyway,
I was writing about that, but then you said I'd wait for information.
let's see.
Yes. I will type exactly what I do.
Wait,
Do other people if it's gonna do something major, but that's my.
You didn't see my message, did you? The one I removed.
I think this is the only problem with running a high programmer campaign because it would eventually.
I didn't see the message, but
Yeah.
Anyway, so what is everyone other than the people I'm sending messages to doing?
Okay.
Not that I'm sending messages to anyone.
Of course not.
You would never be so treasonous. Well, I was turning towards Fuzzy because I was going to ask him, hey, where did the moonbeams go?
Alright, well, should I respond to that now, or are we still waiting for messages?
I'm sorry, what did you say? I can't hear you.
I'm going to. Should I respond to the question now, or should I wait till you finish typing?
You mean what you're doing?
Yeah.
No, I asked him where moonbeams went.
Well, who went?
Moonbeams.
Well, I was gonna. Yeah. Should I respond to that now, or are you still saying messages?
You can respond now. I'm not sending
Alright.
anything that would influence your actions.
Okay. Well, I'll just
At least not your
say.
current.
I'll say that I saw someone who looked a bit like. Who looked a bit like him, and that I'll lead him where I saw the person previously.
Lead on, citizen.
Okay, you, so that's it for the, equipment? You, on your way to the, bathroom, you do pass the, laser barrels and the ready meal weenie whistles.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up a laser barrel. Wait, there are red laser barrels, right?
There's actually laser barrels of every color, from black all the way to, white, and there's even a weird rainbow color.
I was just gonna pick up the red one.
Okay.
I'll grab a weenie whistle.
Is there any more experimental equipment we come across on the way there?
Nothing particularly, no.
Oh, okay.
Just, so you eventually reach the next green clearance door. Do you just go inside or what?
No, I stand outside and shout, "Are you in there, moonbeams?"
Indeed I am. I would appreciate a little privacy.
What is the room you're in?
It is the executive washroom. I've already used the pass to enter. If I leave now, I cannot enter, and as I've used the pass already and shut the door, you cannot enter either unless you get another pass.
But surely, since you allowed one troubleshooter team in.
Ah, but I was on my own when I entered. If the pass actually says, and I quote, entitles one group of troubleshooters to one visit to the DAN executive washroom. I was a group of one citizen and a troubleshooter, and I am in the process of having my one visit to the DAN executive washroom.
I gotta sit there and said, fine, you just do the mission by yourself.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna ask, can you
Yes.
open the door from the inside?
Besides which, both of you were moving around the green clearance room without permission.
So we...
I have evidence. It has been submitted. You two are.
So
you two would,
Go ahead.
you two would compromise that mission.
So are you y'all just gonna argue, or
Yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm arguing through the door.
is someone going to actually do something?
Well, Gordon,
Hang on, let me think what I've got now. What do I have left? I'm going to poke one end of the plastic cord I have under the door and say, all your plastic cord is the wrong length because I've stolen some of it.
I took the plastic cords with me.
Not all of them, you didn't.
Oh, you
I did.
took the meter of plastic cord wrapped around.
Yeah, that's what I
Next.
took off, but I was taking off
Do I have any
sequentially.
of my old gear, by the way?
Don't think you do. You didn't go out to get it.
Well, who? You distinctly said that you
Yes,
had two pieces of plastic cord.
No, I had 3, remember, because I picked up the one that was wrapped around the circle. That's what I used to open the door with. I've been using the 2 to
Wait,
walk
that's-
around.
Wait, that's
Alright, so what's that?
oh man, now
Yeah, 'cause I also-
I'm confused because I got confused. Yeah.
All right, so
Anyway.
I've got 2 straight unused bits of plastic cord, which I've been using as 1 meter lengths to
I guess
sort
I
of
get
measure things
Okay.
and also you move around.
Well
with.
then,
And I then use my
Yes.
circular bit, which was
I
wrapped
guess I
around
get back all...
Fuzzy R's neck to open the door, and I've been picking up my plastic cord as I've been going.
just to keep from completely breaking everything that's just happened, I'm going to say that when you deposited, your clone did have new plastic cord bits, like 2 new ones, and but there was also 2 left on your corpse. So there. Or rather, you.
So I guess I
but
get...
I still have, no, whatever.
You still have
I don't
plastic
know.
cord.
Do I have my signed equipment?
Somehow the plastic cord has mutated and split into several pieces. and
Mutants!
distributed itself among you. I don't know.
Well, in that case, would you necessarily know that the plastic cord you had was right?
It was found on my body, and there were the 2 pieces that were still there, and the 1 piece that was wrapped around Fuzzy R's head.
Ah, but as far as you know, I'm poking a piece of plastic cord under the door, so it may have been cut off your plastic cord.
Do I have my
Well,
sign?
that is definitely within the realms of possibility. However, that seems like, since both of these lengths appear to still be a meter long, and if I check them both against each other, are they the same length?
Oh, well, I might just cut them to the same
No,
length.
this is what I'm doing. I'm seeing whether you did.
Can you stop arguing about plastic you want and get on with it?
No!
This is the guy. This is the P in Paranoia stands for plastic-word.
Okay, I assume I have my assigned equipment back with me.
What do you
Am I
do?
s-
I can't. You need to turn your mic up. Sorry, I can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the volume options.
There, that's better.
Yeah, because now it's basically pressing up against my mouth.
Yes, we can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, just move it a bit above your mouth. That's what I do with mine. But anyway, so what are you gonna do? Are you just gonna kick the door in, or?
But I presume my assigned equipment is still on me, right?
Huh?
When my new body appeared?
Your what were you saying about your assigned equipment?
Do I have my assigned equipment back? Is it just my personal equipment that went missing? When I died?
You still have all your equipment.
Oh, okay.
I just got a little confused with the
Yeah, sorry about them, like... Can you two hear me fine?
I can hear you okay, yeah.
Alright. I actually can't hear him that good. I don't know why, but
I'm gonna unplug it and plug it back in so I can control the mic. So, be right back.
I've now decided that Paranoia stands for plastic cards are all really necessary or implied annihilation.
Indeed, they are. So, sorry,
So
I'm just
tell
gonna-
me, tell me when you can
Turn your-
actually
turn your mic up. I can't hear you.
And now I can't hear you.
No, I can't.
How about now?
Now I can hear you very clearly.
Me too.
Okay, so
And
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear everyone fine. Yeah,
Okay.
so unplug it and replug it to get the options back up.
Anyway,
Yeah, still if it gets too loud or something.
I don't think that's possible with yours.
Yeah, it's like a micro sort of mic thing, so it cancels out surround sound and stuff. Because it extends from the where's it? So anyway, so I have all my gear with me anyway. That's
Yeah.
why I asked.
Can we not have
Yeah.
him executed for mumbling?
Probably. But that would be a bit mean.
It would be mean. Then again, this is Paranoia.
Alright. So you two are just stood there arguing about plastic cord.
Well, possibly. Or the possibility that he has sabotaged my equipment.
but
Plastic cards are all really.
Speaking of plastic hood, you were talking about comparing the lengths, but it's only partially shoved under the door. Are you going to pull it the rest of the way through? Or?
I meant the lengths of the two plastic cord I am currently holding, other than the one that is circular.
I'm gonna wait a little tiny bit to see if any of the conversation changes.
It doesn't.
They don't
Okay.
match.
I'm going to pull out my black gun that I picked up.
Yeah.
Point it towards
Uh,
the door. And pull the trigger.
As you pull
I'm
the
a
trigger,
flame-
as you pull the trigger, it emits a loud humming. You feel hot air blowing out of the barrel of the gun.
You just picked up a hairdryer.
What are you doing out there?
I'm gonna like cuff him on the back of the head and say, "This is not the time for personal grooming, citizen."
It's always the time for personal grooming. That's why I'm in here.
You can keep your hygiene up.
Drying your hair is not, strictly speaking, hygiene. Especially not drying the toilet door.
Okay, a compromise. I'm going to carefully open the door. And does it open outwards or inwards? Does the door open outwards or inwards?
Inwards, because that's funnier for later.
Okay, so that's fine then, because then I can open the door without actually leaving, so therefore I'm still valid on the pass. So therefore I
Yes.
open the door.
I'm going to completely slide the hair
I know.
dryer.
Yeah.
Back to smoke.
Oh, I thought you were going to slide it through the door and sort of blow hot air up his nose or something.
You'll slide back in normal.
Has somebody contacted our briefing officer?
Yes, he's gone.
Gone?
Gone.
Right, we might have to contact friend computer and find out what our mission is. I pull out the transmitter and just check it.
So, how do you check it? Do you just turn it on, or
I just look at it.
looks like a transmitter? I
Okay.
don't know what to say other than that.
Are there any buttons?
Oh god, he's
Well,
doing.
you know,
he's
there's let's see.
gonna do a Gordon.
Just
There's,
I might well do.
there's 2 knobs and some buttons.
Oh, don't let him twiddle with knobs.
I will
uh,
take the advice at the moment and not twiddle with knobs.
One of the knobs is pushed in and locked in place, so you'll have to pull that one out to adjust it.
Well, I'm not going to adjust anything. I assume this is how I got it, so I'm going to keep hold of it for now.
Of course.
Well, you can come in, but there's not an awful lot of room in here now.
No, there isn't. The room is barely big enough to fit 3 troubleshooters. So if they did come in, there's barely any move to room around.
And of course, leaving means you can't re-enter, as per the rules on the card.
Where does it say anything about leaving at?
Entitles the group to 1 visit. As soon as I leave, my visit is over. That's my interpretation of it, and that's the interpretation I'm explaining to those 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I thought when I read it.
Yeah. So therefore, I am not leaving because then I am still in the process of my 1 visit. The 1 group thing we'll have to argue about later.
Can I look at? All right, so now I've stepped in. Can I look? Can I look at the room?
You can look around. You see a wait. I'll have to do some rolling. So give me a few seconds.
Oh god, I've just realised what's going to happen now. No.
You brought this
that's
upon
good.
yourself.
I should not have opened the door.
That's also good. Both of you, you see a. I forgot something.
Something relevant?
Yes.
Oh dear.
This sounds promising.
Huh.
Let us pretend for a few seconds that nobody has actually stepped in yet, because I do have something to.
Gosh.
So I use my plastic cord to open the door.
Go all the way back there.
No, I mean, you're about to open it, but before you do, you notice something.
Dun dun dun. What do I notice?
Evidently a bent spoon.
Okay, and
Just say yes or no.
there's a reason I can't at the moment.
No, I meant just type yes or no. You didn't have to type.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I wanted to be specific about what I was doing.
So do you
Okay,
wish?
that's going to change something I do in the past. Okay. Pretty much when I said that I was going to do something else, because I decided against it,
Mm-hmm.
I instead do that, and then no, actually, this goes back quite. No, I can't do it. I can't change anything now, so we'll just keep going as it has been. It's too much to change.
Okay. Well, let's just say as you open the door, you notice this and you quickly slam the
do-
door shut. And then we'll just go from there.
Okay.
Was there another citizen, was it?
Hmm?
The toilet.
Actually, what's happened is there's a strange rumbling from the toilet, and suddenly a bunch of small turtles and crabs are crawling out. And then you just noticed a power block floating in the middle of the room. Wait, no, never mind. That's another game. No, that doesn't happen. So, what action do you take now that you've slammed the door shut? And read.
Okay.
Have I already got the nuke and everything on me?
You still got the nuclear bomb under your arm, yes?
Alright, okay. I presume we're heading in his direction.
Well, no, you're still standing outside the door. What happened was when he opened the door and you were about to walk in, he slammed it shut because he noticed something. That's how.
Oh, so he's still inside.
Yes.
Alright.
But then you said about something about crabs. So as soon as I see those, that's what I do.
He said that's the.
No, I was joking about that.
Yeah, he said that doesn't happen.
Oh, dang it!
I
I
was.
like that action. I then ignore the last bit of it, but I still do that.
Alright. Oh, I thought you meant we'd gone all the way back to him first opening the door.
Am I getting messages that I'm not seeing here or something?
No, a
Happy
lot of
to.
them are me and. Now watch as everything goes wrong. Here's what I just decided to do.
And I'm going to roll now to see if something happens.
Okay. Although,
It doesn't.
okay, fair enough.
Oh, I just realised why you might have shut the door.
I'm quite thoroughly lost.
There
at this
wouldn't
stage.
happen to be anything behind us, would there?
No, of course
You-
not. That's...
Do you want to look around and check and make sure there's nothing behind you?
Yes.
There isn't.
Oh.
Other than the aisles upon aisles of experimental equipment. Speaking of which,
obviously
didn't you see some bots in that experimental equipment? I guess there could be a bot behind you. I don't know. There's so much of it, it's hard to tell.
Right, once this has been done,
So if I picked up on the recording properly the first, like, I don't know, however long we've been doing this.
As you're looking around for any sort of mysterious bots or something like that, you notice that let's see, that Abyss R8 has mysteriously disappeared.
Or me, or
Yeah,
Yeah.
you.
do I see any holes in the floor or anything?
No, there's no holes in the floor yet.
So he's just vanished. Did the door
Then-
open?
it does now once that happens.
Wait.
I feel quite refreshed now. Nothing like a good hygiene cleansing.
I guess you're still standing in the room, right?
I am for the moment, but I'm about to step out.
Okay, so I assume you open the door and leave for your next action.
Yeah.
What actions would everyone else like to take?
I gotta question him about what happened to Bizarre.
I was in the... I assume you know. I've been in there.
Huh.
Doing valuable mission stuff. What have you been doing? Stealing experimental equipment.
No, I've only taken equipment that we were assigned because she said we could take anything.
Is she our PLC outfitting officer? I don't believe we were assigned one.
No, you weren't assigned any mandatory bonus duties. You probably should have asked about that.
Yeah.
Actually,
Oh,
we'd
wait,
asked
no, the
about
outfitting
that.
officer. No, you weren't. Assigned an outfitting officer either.
No, this is what I mean. So therefore, we can't have been assigned any equipment.
No,
you see my issue. I'm not informed of where to pick up equipment either. However, I have no left.
Can I ask you what was in there?
Wait,
Yeah,
so
you
you just walk out the door? Is nobody gonna try and stop him?
Why would we try and stop him?
Well, I mean, you wanted to go to the executive washroom to check for
Well, I'm now-
anything or something like
I'm
that.
now relaying plastic ores and heading back to the red puddle at the other end.
Hang on a sec.
Speaking of which, I haven't done one of these in a while. Chocolate, be free. It's the be free for commies and it's extra sweet. Just chug the whole can and you're in for a treat. Be free.
Everybody loves Free Free.
Oh, yeah, I sent you a message.
It's the mandatory thing for the...
Everybody loves the B3 with a little extra classic. You can have the perfect day.
So,
Which should thoroughly
As-
confuse them, considering none of them know where I am.
so you're singing now?
Mm-hmm.
It's
As
the
you,
worthy loyalty song. I shall join in the singing.
Despite having no idea
Okay.
where it's coming from.
you stop walking down the hall to join in on the loyalty song.
Well, I'm still, plastic ording my way around, but yes.
Well, I mean, you'd have to stop to, be able to hear him and all that and stuff.
I can hear and move at the same time. I don't know.
Well, if you want to just keep singing and moving, that's fine, I guess.
I'm only working my way back down to the puddle of blood so I can actually pick up my plastic ords again.
No, you have your plastic cords, which is
No, I'm still just using them as a walking platform still.
okay.
I refuse to step on the green clearance floor.
Oh, I thought you were still measuring originally. I get what
No,
you're actually
I was-
doing.
No!
He's making sure
Did you even say you walked on it like a tightrope?
Yes!
every time he steps, you should have to like make a roll to see if he accidentally steps off.
I lay it out very carefully. Well, my floors are like this, and
I'll
it hasn't happened yet. Besides,
How about I just make one roll?
I've tripped, haven't I?
I haven't
I've
made the roll
tripped.
yet.
No, I've tripped. I know how Sod's law works. Come on.
Okay, I make the one roll, you trip.
Yay!
I'd actually already
Aw.
rolled, but I wasn't going to be mean unless you know. Anyway,
Anyway, I pick myself back up and keep going.
Hoping that nobody saw it.
Well, even if it did, I wouldn't have evidence of you two walking out freely, not making any effort to keep within your clearance colours.
It doesn't matter if we report you first.
I already have reported both of you.
as you're walking away, you can tell you're getting closer to the entrance again. You see the same things you did earlier. You know, the laser barrels, the weenie whistles, all that.
Has the terminal changed out of interest when I pass it?
Hmm?
The terminal I passed on the way over here, has that changed, or is it still the B3 jingle?
Well, it's automatically logged out to the main screen of the terminal. So
Okay.
you could potentially access another screen or something. You could have done that earlier too. You just didn't try.
No, I didn't try because I know what happens with information terminals. No, are there any obvious buttons to press, or...?
Yeah. There's 4 options on the screen: buy, sell, trade, and other.
I know this game. So let's go with the amusing option. I press other.
As you I was actually counting on that.
I imagine you were.
As you press other, it brings up a list of all the different inventory, all the different list of all the different things you can use the inventory for, or what the inventory has been sent to this room for, and other such nonsense. Would you like to try and parse some of this information to hopefully learn something useful?
Is it possible to download this as a file to my PDC?
No, it's far too large.
Okay. Then in which case, can I do a search?
You'll have to tell me what you're searching for, but other than that, yes.
Yep, there. Yeah, you know what I'm sort of aiming from that, don't you? Suspense. Cherry lime, be free. The cherry and the lime makes the cherry lime. Hold on.
Yes,
Cherry lime, and the cherry lime tastes like the lime and the cherry.
Yes, that one I purposely made horrible. So
Yeah.
horrible, but you know that one was especially bad.
I should have really looked at which one I was doing before I did that, but oh well, I've done it now. Bot free. It's fuel for the man and it's fuel for the bots. We know that you'll love it. Just give it a shot. It's the mandatory thing.
At this stage, I'm entirely unsure as to what any of us are doing.
Well, you've gone and hidden somewhere, so that's fine. I'm accessing a terminal, and
Fuzzy has ceased to exist.
I believe
apparently.
Fuzzy is still at the bathroom.
It took me a while because you actually got a critical success, so I had to think of some interesting information to include.
That's not what I typed into search, but okay.
It isn't?
No, right. Well, no, I just typed in literally. I didn't put the in the title.
Well, no, it just showed up on the return.
Well, no worries then. No worries. I'm going to continue back towards Puddle of Blood.
But I mean, I know you didn't say that, but it said that. That's
No worries. That's
I said
fine.
the other, so.
That's fine. Just making clear of that. So anyway, I'm back at the start, and yeah.
So you're standing at the entryway again.
Well, this is what my orders were. I've gone and explored the place. I don't want to pick up any equipment because it's not been assigned to me by my PLC outfitting officer, and pretty much we have our orders are wait here.
So we're just back like 2 hours ago now.
Yes.
No, not quite. You've all picked up some equipment. Someone got into the executive washroom. They did some things that you don't know about, and yeah.
Shall we proceed to the briefing?
I've already made the briefing. You need to complete the mission now.
The mission that nobody has any idea what the mission is.
Well, you could contact the briefing officer and ask him any questions.
Oh, I've been annoyed enough today. I mean, I've got him killed twice.
You don't know that.
I'm fairly certain I did. Overall, I've caused more deaths than I've had die myself. So, I'm up.
And that way.
So where is Fuzzy R Hat, and what is Invisor Rate doing?
Oh, I'm gonna head back to the door, the entrance of the room.
You're just gonna head back?
What else to do? Yeah, I'm gonna head over to because that's where Moonbeam's eye went. So
Since you're passing back, if you do want to pick up anything, you still have a chance to.
well, it depends. What is there? Let's see if it's still the same items.
Yeah, it's still pretty much the same items. The laser barrels, weeding whistles. There's still the aisle of was it? Oh yeah, the aisle of B3 and the aisle of experimental things, and the items of interest are all still there, except for the ones which have been taken.
Well,
I'll go ahead and repaste the list. Just
yeah.
Oh, whoops.
That's the wrong list. Actually, I'll just check. I think I'm going to find it back up, wouldn't I?
there.
Yeah. Just gonna skip through. Okay, I'm just going to get the bandage kit. He's got a sticker on it.
Hmm?
Has he
Has
got
what
a
got a
sticker on it?
What has what got a stick on it?
Bandage kit.
No, it's just got the medical symbol with the plus sign and all that.
Well, I can resist my urge then, because without the sticker, it might be really experimental equipment.
Well, it isn't experimental anyway. It's just a bandage kit.
Yeah, well, it's not experimental equipment, so my guy's just gonna ignore it and leave. Although I will grab on my way
Oh,
out another can of B3.
I'm sorry, but I'm not going to allow that. If it's still experimental equipment, then you have to play your tick. Otherwise, I'll have to deduct.
No, you
some
said it
bonus.
wasn't. You just said it wasn't experimental equipment.
Well, you just said it was.
No, I said it wasn't.
Well, okay, whatever.
He doesn't have to necessarily act as his tick does. You just don't give him 30 points when he doesn't use it.
I know, but I'm not. I'm just. He chose a tick that says he uses all experimental equipment. I'm not going to let him pick and choose.
Well, he doesn't say how he has to use it.
And you didn't say that was experimental equipment. And
He could rub it against his
It
face. I
is.
mean,
That's why I'm not gonna. That's why I'm not gonna try and force you to use it.
no, but I mean, yeah, all right. Well, I am gonna pick up some more B3 on the way out.
What
okay.
flavors? You want me to paste them again?
No, I got him. I got him.
Okay.
All right. Should I should just say them out anyway, because everyone knows what they are.
Yeah. You can,
I'll
you can take one of each if you want. I mean, there's no limit.
I'll take the cherry lime
Mm-hmm.
and the bot free.
Okay.
But actually, because it's all experimental, I'm gonna take all of it.
How much?
So,
of
yeah.
all?
I told
Just
you
one of
quantum
each.
menu would set in sooner or later.
So just one of each.
Hawaiian, be free. It's a perfect drink for when you need to relax. It has great taste and gives strangers the axe. When it comes to vacation, there's no taste better. You'll feel like you're in HAW sector.
Yeah, so I take one of each, minus the mystery flavor, because I already got one.
Okay.
We're gonna
I
need
was,
bags
I
of
was
holding
gonna-
at this stage.
Well, I'm starting to think this mission is just a shopping trip.
Well, if you had stayed in the executive washroom, you might have found out what you were supposed to do, but you didn't.
Yeah.
Well, no, I spent quite a long time in the executive washroom. I did a few things. From my point of view, I've done what I needed to do in there.
Yeah, we have used up our only pass, so we can't get back in there.
I'll tell you I still have the pass.
Okay, I'm going to, on the way out, test one of these new B3s, and I'm gonna drink some cherry lime B3.
So you're just testing the cherry lime one.
Yeah.
As you open the can of well,
That's close.
so you try and drink the can first, all right?
Yeah, I just shoved the can down my throat.
No. I mean, you open it. Not gonna. Yeah. Anyway, so you open it and drink it. It tastes like cherry and lime. But then as you look down at the can after drinking it, you notice it turned green after you opened it.
Hmm. Well,
I
I've never seen
notice-
cherry. Go on.
I was about to say, do I notice this?
Oh, you're fine. I'm still in
Well,
the...
he's standing in the front, and judging by how I envisioned the layout of the area in my head, yes, I would say so.
Do I see that it's green?
You see the can's green, and you also notice his lips are now green.
Traitor! Okay. I just
thought
take my
originally-
sword and then start laying plastic order as
Wait,
fast as I can to try and get to him.
Wait, was the can green when I picked it up?
No,
No, it was red.
But
Oh,
now,
it's the
now
can
it's
turned
green.
green.
because it changes the
get it?
cherry into the lime. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And now I'm
Yeah,
placing
that-
plastic
I'll
order
get take
down as
another
fast
sip.
as I can so I can get to him.
On the upside, it means that he considers your lips to be cherry lips, which means he's probably attracted to you.
No, it isn't specifically cherry. It's just red to green.
Can I drink it again? Make it go from green to red?
It doesn't work like that.
It's not toggle; it just changes cherry into lime.
It just turns red to green.
By the way, I'm going to snap a photo of this as soon as I can with my PDC.
I'm gonna drop it on the floor, and I'm gonna take a sip of the chocolate B3. No, I'm gonna
Are you
stick.
su-
No, wait,
Are you
no,
sure
no.
you want to drink the chocolate B3? Do you remember the?
No, no.
Well, it's too
I'll tell
late.
you
You've
what-
already said you're going to.
Well, but I just thought someone else to do.
It's experimental equipment. You need to try it.
I had an idea that could have got me out of that, but fine then. I'll drink the chocolate B3.
So do you take a small sip or do you just chug it?
I'll take a small sip.
Okay. As you open the can of chocolate B3, you smell something disgusting. You take a small sip of the chocolate B3, and it's the worst thing you've ever tasted.
Alright. Has he taken a picture of me yet?
You feel like you're going to be sick just from drinking it.
Has he taken a picture of me yet?
Which were you doing first, attacking him or taking the picture?
Well, no, I'm taking the picture and then I'm going to get to use my plastic cord to get to within slicing range as fast as possible. But not before
Okay.
sending the picture to friend computer and internal security.
Okay, well, yeah, he took the picture while you were drinking the chocolate B3.
Damn it. I could have got out of having that picture taken if I'd answered chocolate B3 first.
Well, it depends. Now you're retching on the floor because
Well, he hasn't reached quite yet.
But
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna. I had an idea to to stop you from proving that I had green lips, but it doesn't matter. Okay.
Well, now your lips are green and brown. So, congratulations.
this is breaking hygiene. Got more things I can get him for. But unfortunately, I'm kind of restricted by my speed of plastic cording to get to you.
Alright, well, I'm going to. Am I on the floor then, retching?
Well, not yet, but you feel like it.
Okay.
If you want to, you can go ahead and vomit.
What happened to me, by the way?
You're just standing back and watching.
Am I? Okay.
I would assume so, unless you have anything you want to do.
Well, I did send you a message, but I don't know what you actually made of it in the end.
I'm gonna get out my red laser. I'm gonna get my
Oh,
laser
sorry,
pistol.
As I missed that, but as okay, so you take a drink of B3 or the chocolate B3, and he takes the picture. But as this is going on, you hear someone blow a whistle loudly and shout, "The mutants are coming!"
Wait, so is he now charging towards me?
I
Well,
can't
whoever
really
it is,
charge.
it sounds like they're
Well,
getting
yeah.
closer.
Well, I'm gonna ignore that for a minute. I'm gonna load my laser pistol and shoot his plastic cord.
Really? Well, in that case, I do have one final action. Well, not final, but I'm going to try it anyway because it's just going to be. I'm going to have a diving leap, sword thrusting, try to stab it into him. Just going to dive towards him. Because if I can stand on his body, then I'm still technically on a red clearance bit.
Unless you, of course, land
He
on my
shoots. He shoots the plastic cord, neatly vaporizing it. But you, of course, dive across and try to leap into him, and
I don't
you
have
miss
it.
and go crashing. You miss and go crashing into the B3 aisle. Cans of B3 fall on top of you.
Do they?
I lift
fizz
my
up?
hand up, slightly dazed. Meant to do that.
Have to perversity.
We're just gonna end up killing each other before we even get out of this store, and that would just be the mission over.
Well, you don't have to kill each other. You could work together to try and get the mission
You
done.
have established that the cans of B3 are technically red, aren't they?
You know, they're just well, let me look through. Chocolate
fine.
chocolate B3 is black. Cherry lime B3 is red. Hawaiian B3 is red and gray. Crystal B3 is gray, and Bot 3 is black.
Okay.
The
no,
mist- The mystery flavor is black, gray, and red.
Okay, no worries. No, that was all I needed to know whether I was in a clearance approved area, which I am, if a bit dazed.
Do all the
Okay,
B3
as-
cans fizz up as they fall off the shelf?
Well, just wait for that. As he's lying in the floor, you know, with all the B3 cans on top of him, this R8 comes running through, stepping on top of him and the B3 cans. He-
That to happen.
Several of the B3 cans burst open and start spewing B3 everywhere.
That makes me stay.
I don't think Leonard G is going to be too happy about this.
She is too depressed to care.
For what it's worth, apparently some of them were cherry lime B3, as your red armors now have spots of green.
I do pressing messages to get out of my armor as quickly as possible.
So you're attempting to pull off all your reflect armor.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. In the middle of a firefight, I'm pulling off all my reflect armor.
Too late. I'm going to snap a picture with my BDC and report him for wearing traitorous
Armor.
clearance armor. Yeah.
As you pull off the reflect armor, you just barely manage to save a few pieces of it, but really all you've done is give it a better aim at your jumpsuit. So
Yeah.
your jumpsuit is now mostly green.
Remove the jumpsuit and dive out the way.
Do a dive out the way and then remove the jumpsuit. So don't get all over your body.
Yeah.
So-
then he's
So
going
you're
to,
so you're running away now.
he's going to now have
Pretty
green
much, yeah.
bits of his body.
Basically, I am running. Oh, actually, hold on. Hold on, I can work with this. Give me a moment. I've got to think about this one, but yeah, it's not my action anyway.
Alright, what's happening to me then? Why? Am I still sick?
Well, it seems to have mostly passed by now, but you still are feeling the after effects of it slightly, and you wouldn't want to drink that again.
If he's on the floor, shouldn't he be covering green B3 as well?
No, I was
Yes,
further away
all
from
of you
than
are
Jack Russell.
all of you are getting covered in this.
Well,
Yeah, I thought
we
so.
all are.
Yes.
I was just
I-
specifically
Alright.
mentioning you because your jumpsuit
I
is even
reacted
more
to
green
it.
than theirs because you took the reflect armor off.
Okay, can I move away from that place, my green reflect armor, and then take it off when I'm out of the range of the green?
Well, part of the jumpsuit will be covered anyway.
For what it's worth, you could try looking for some new reflect armor in the room.
Yeah, but that would mean getting off the floor away from the B3 anyway, so I suppose
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. But you get up and move away from the complete disaster that is the. The
I wonder
we
how
got-
long it's going to be before a vulture squad shows up. Due to friend computer losing his patience.
I'm not sure if Frank B. No, whatever. I'll get to that in a moment. And that's my action, by the way. When I get a chance, if I get a chance, I haven't removed my jumpsuit yet.
Okay. You see moonbeams run. You see moonbeams in green underwear running towards the back of the warehouse.
Wait, when I'm clear from the B3 area, looking for new reflect armor. Yeah. I'm gonna slip on my red rad suit.
Huh? And once you get past the B3, you're slipping on your red rat suit.
No, yeah, I'm slipping it on. When I went
And,
from B3.
Are you taking off all your green stuff first, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
So technically
So,
I'm wearing a rad suit. So I can
Okay,
flex it.
you strip down to your underwear and you put on the rat suit.
Okay.
Alright, and now I'm gonna search the aisles for clothes.
Well, you see plenty of clothing from, of course, the normal infrared jumpsuits to the red clearance jumpsuits, all the way up to about indigo jumpsuits. And you also notice some experimental power armor in the back.
Ooh. Okay,
Ooh,
can
Chinese.
can I grab the red jumpsuit, slip it on, and then dive as fast as I can towards the power armor?
Okay, are you going to put it on?
What? The power armor?
Yeah, are you going to put it on, or are you just going to, try and dive into it, or what?
I'm gonna pick it up, I'm gonna examine it.
Pick up the.
Okay.
God, these power suits are massive.
Well,
Wait,
I
what do you
mean,
mean? What do you mean by what do you mean by the power suit? Do you mean like the sort of massive piece of armor, or do you mean something like the Brotherhood would wear, or something like that?
That's still
something
pretty
like,
massive.
something sort of like, in the Brotherhood or in the, in the Stalker series, something like that,
Yeah,
Just
but
Right.
generic power armor.
even so, the power armor in those things are actually so heavy that they have to transport them around with cranes and things until somebody's wearing them.
Oh yeah, and they do, and you have to take special training to put them on.
But you could
So-
try and put it on.
I wouldn't if I was you.
Well, my job is to
What's
test
the worst
it.
that could happen? Worst
My
could happen.
job is to test the equipment. My guy loves to test it. He doesn't like to say put it
Okay.
on. So I'm gonna
I'll
fire
just-
my laser pistol at it and see how resistant it is without putting it on.
Oh,
Are you
God.
sure you want to fire
No,
the
he's-
laser?
He's done it
You know
now.
what? I'm gonna let you do it. Okay, let's see.
Okay, so it bounces off and hits me in the face.
No, but it does hit you in the knee.
Oh, you take that laser to the knee, you're doomed. Your days at Troubleshooter are over.
Why did you have to do that? -1 perversity. That joke is horrible. No, you can keep the 1 perversity, but please no. Anyway, but
That's the second
yes,
time I've done
That's
that.
just the
Yes.
second time you've done it, yeah.
Yeah.
your knee is injured and you're having trouble walking, but luckily it was only grazed, so you aren't gonna have to see a docbot just yet.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna leave it there.
No, but it's resistant. Don't you want to try it out?
I've already. My job is to. My guy loves to use it and test it, so he just tested it. So by seeing how well it can withstand a laser gun, a laser barrel.
Okay, I'll accept that. So where are you heading next? Are you just gonna pick up some normal reflect armor or what?
Yeah, I can pick up some normal reflect armor.
What color?
Red.
Okay.
put it on, and then I'm gonna head over to Lena again, Lena G,
Okay.
if she's still in the area.
She just turns around and stares at you.
I greet her. Hello.
Hello.
She just- Why are you still here? Don't you see how pointless all of this is?
Do you realize that two other troubleshooters at the moment are destroying your B3 aisles?
It doesn't matter. We'll all be destroyed eventually. It's just that happens to be first, so why even bother?
So
That's resist out of character comment.
I can ask if she knows anything about what's going on.
She should have been called Marvin our robots, RBT or something.
Well, the thing is, in a robot, it'd be fine.
I can ask her if she knows anything about what's going on.
No, nobody knows anything around here, do they? It's all that. It's.
By the way, you noticed Stuff sent you a couple of messages.
But
Then I put-
she says, oh, I know that my whole life in Alpha Complex has been a lie, so leave me alone. So there you go.
Oh, I did not wish to converse with emos, so I'm just going to leave.
I am going to grab a red laser barrel, put it into my laser body, and shoot Ranji. She just made a traitorous comment. She's just said that everything in Alpha Complex is a lie.
Can we see you?
You're correct. You that would actually be a very good idea. So so you just fire at her with your laser pistol.
Yeah.
Prepare for imminent death.
It hits. She's dead.
Hooray!
Death was imminent.
Did she have the Doom magnet? Not that I in fact even know anything whatsoever about such things.
There is one thing that might happen now, though.
Oh really?
Hmm.
Alright, well, shoot she at a counter.
Well, she's dead.
Where is her corpse at a counter then?
I'm sorry, I had to leave for a few seconds. We're gonna have to wrap this session up in a while. So,
Alright.
No
Okay.
worries.
so what were you saying before I left?
He wanted to know if Leonard used
Corpse is at a counter.
At a what?
counter.
A counter, so like a shopping counter, whatever.
Desk.
Yeah. Does it
Yeah,
have-
she was.
Does it have a
She
room
was-
behind it? Like, is it the sort of store cupboard or whatever behind it?
No, it's just the desk. I mean, the desk has drawers, and there is a pill dispenser lying on the desk.
Alright, well, can I check the drawers?
Sure. You see meaningless paperwork.
No paperwork is meaningless.
Well, meaningless
paper-
to him.
Meaningless paperwork is what my person enjoys reading, so I'm gonna sit there and flick through that for a while.
Right.
It's just
It's the way of saying it's someone else's action.
In the interests of trying to progress things
It's-
on a bit,
Oh, well, I'm gonna go ahead and say right now, you can't make heads or tails of the paper. It's just it seems to be inventory, but that's about all you can tell.
I assume the
Okay.
instant lenso spray did clean up all my equipment.
Yes, it did.
Oh,
Okay, I put my equipment back on, and then I'm going to pull. You mentioned a chrome lever.
Yes.
I'm going to regret this, but I'm going to pull the chrome lever.
It doesn't budge.
push the chrome lever.
It begins twisting loose and then falls off. You see that the chrome lever actually screws in.
I screw it back in.
Okay.
I've been taking like no messages, so while you guys are all doing secret stuff, I'm just aimlessly walking around the store.
You could
I'm not going to bother
you
with
could
secret
try,
stuff anymore. You
you
mentioned
could
there
try
are
pushing. You could
Random.
try pushing and pulling it from the side though. If you wanted to do that. Because you were
that's GM advice, so that's the last thing I have to rely on. I have to go for other things first because you might be trapping me. Now you mentioned there were buttons sequentially black to ultraviolet. I've already pushed a grey one, so I know what happens if I do that, and I pushed a red one, so I know what happens if I do that. Let's push the black one.
the gray one was on the effect though, so it was
What?
not.
You're completely breaking up on my end.
Yeah,
me
same
too.
here. Speak again. See if it
Just
sticks.
a minute.
No.
Oh.
Your internet has failed.
No! What will happen when I push the button? Who knows? Maybe we'll find out.
Well, I guess we'll just have to go on without friend computer. So at least it's not going to prosecute us now.
That makes sense.
What?
What's that?
I left and rejoined it. Did that fix any time?
No,
not
still.
really.
Breaking. I'm still.
Seems like commies are tampering with the communication systems.
Indeed they are.
Death to the commies!
Ah! I shoot everywhere, randomly.
You spend your entire laser barrel.
I don't have a laser barrel.
Oh,
I didn't pick one out.
What did you shoot with?
Well, I can still pull on the trigger endlessly until I hope something happens.
It might.
No, we're still.
I'm just gonna guess he said how about now, but
Yeah.
I haven't done it. I haven't done anything. I have no idea what this is doing.
It sounds a bit more friend computery now, though.
he does sound